racing here for the 79th time. You know, we've been racing here since that first Xfinity season back in...
Exciting. They've done sliders, windows, and now our sunroom. Comfort truly has transformed our home, and it's beautiful.
Hi, Fritz Utility here. People think Comfort is just a window company, but that's just the beginning. We can help you transform your house into your dream home.
Upgrade now and save 10% with 0% financing and pay nothing until your project is installed. Visit comfortwindows.com today.
You're watching Fox 68 WSYT 68.1, your local broadcast entertainment station. Red Sox are glad to have Alex Bregman back after that big trade. They have made a move before the All-Star break and are serious contenders. You'll see them take on the Cubs at Wrigley.
All right, well, there's the Xfinity race. Xfinity race is over.
Start to the Major League Baseball
what the fuck is up, motherfuckers at party people? How the hell's everybody doing today? Hope everybody's having a great day. Hope everybody's having a great day. I am. I'm having a good day because baseball's back. It was back yesterday, but I was a fucking idiot. And oh my god, I was so pissed at myself. I was so mad at myself yesterday, dude. I slept like shit the night before. So then the next morning, I like kind of took a nap. And then I just slept through the fucking most of the game. I was so pissed. That's not going to happen tonight. We're here tonight. We got Red Sox baseball against the Chicago Cubs in Chicago, Illinois, from Wrigley Field.
The Cardinals and Diamondbacks going Arenado, hoping to keep St. Louis in the wild card chase. Diamondbacks working their way up as well. Fox Baseball Night in America is sponsored by Geico. And we welcome you inside our studios live in Los Angeles. Hope you're having a good weekend. Our ace pitcher, Joshua Willis, I'm Chris Myers.
But yes, today we got the Red Sox playing the Cubs. Second game back from the All-Star break. We lost yesterday. That ended our 10-game winning streak. So now we are back to just being a team. You know? We're a team that just didn't win yesterday. But starting starting pitcher today for the Boston Red Sox is Brayan Bello. He has a 3.14 ERA in 16 games played this year, has 70 strikeouts and 91 2/3 innings pitched. For the Chicago Cubs, starting pitcher is Shota Imanaga. He has a 2.65 ERA in 12 games played this year, has 48 strikeouts in 68 innings pitched.
All right, so the teams you're going to see, obviously, most of you with the Red Sox and the Cubs, intriguing teams with what they've shown us so far. Anybody else in the 65 or so remaining games of the regular season?
Starting lineup for the Chicago Cubs, Michael Busch leads off at first base. Kyle Tucker bats second in right field. Seiya Suzuki bats third at DH. Pete Crow Armstrong bats fourth in center field. Ian Happ bats fifth in left field. Ian Happ is still on this team. Bro, I could have swore he left the Cubs at one point. Dansby Swanson bats sixth at shortstop. Nico Horner bats seventh at second base. Reese McGuire bats eighth at catcher. Former Red Sox Reese McGuire. He also started that fight in Colorado. And Vidal Brujan bats ninth at third base. Nah, Kyle Quantrill started that. Leading off for the Boston Red Sox is Rob Refsnyder in left field, so no Duran leading off today. Duran's not in the starting lineup today. Alex Bregman bats second at third base. Romy Gonzalez bats third at second base. Roman Anthony bats fourth in right field. Trevor Story bats fifth at shortstop. Ceddanne Rafaela bats sixth in center field. Masataka Yoshida bats seventh at DH. Abraham Toro bats eighth at first base. And Connor Wong bats ninth at catcher. Oh, fucking Connor Wong.
Red Sox Cubs, who makes a bigger splash with the trade deadline at the end of the month?
Looking great. We got Connor Wong in the game. Batting ninth at the catcher, Connor Wong.
very few of those pitchers are
That's
likely to be available.
in the running for best walk-up song in the league.
Both are looking for a corner infielder.
Bro.
The Red Sox a first baseman, the Cubs a third baseman, and both, like all contenders, are also likely to explore bullpen help. Chris?
Thank you very much, Ken. Enjoy on the broadcast. Stay tuned for that in just a few minutes. So let's talk a little bit.
This is also game 100 on the year. So we got 62 games left to go.
Plenty of friction between him and the front office. Deal made. This month, though, Boston responding, going 11-2. Their 10-game win streak, it just came to an end yesterday in Chicago, but they do hold at the moment the final AL wild card spots. Can the Red Sox and
Connor Zilish won the Dover Xfinity race. Yes, he did. Right as I went live, they called the race.
All in baseball. Can they sustain this to not only make the postseason,
Because rain started falling again, so they really had no choice. But congrats to Connor Zilish. You're going on a trip to Mexico? You're going to Mexico, bro? You're about a month late. The race was last month.
Return back to form. He's a nice little 1-2 punch with Garrett Crochet and what have you. But the bottom line is, how are they going to do with this schedule? They have the Cubs, Phillies, and Dodgers, some of the best offenses.
So yes, no Durant in the starting lineup today, but I would not be surprised to see him get in the game later tonight.
Offensively, they're second in base.
There was some rain in the forecast earlier. It's moved out. It looks like we'll be good to go.
You have to be able to stop the opposition, and I don't know if they have enough depth in that rotation thus far.
Yeah, and it's interesting what you're saying about the Yankees, because the Red Sox with the Jays and Toronto, and I should say the Rays, the way they played, it's made that division for everybody a little bit tougher. The Cubs, meanwhile, since April 2nd, they've been in first place in the Central, just the fourth team in history, with 500 runs and 100 stolen bases at the All-Star break. But look at the odds, where their record is, and what people think of them as a World Series contender. That says to me, do they need to make a deal? Who's a believer? Are you a believer?
I'm a believer, a big believer. Pete Crow Armstrong might steal that MVP from Shohei Ohtani. He's been absolutely outstanding. I don't know how Suzuki leads the National League in RBIs and doesn't make an All-Star team. You love the depth offensively, but the reason why they don't have the odds that they should have is because of the rotation. After Imanaga, Boyd, even though he's an all-star, he feels disrespected. Do they have enough depth in that rotation with Colin?
Mets are losing right now.
Into the postseason, because obviously runs come at a premium. But it doesn't matter if you're scoring 7-8 runs a game, General, and it seems like this offense has enough depth. With
I'm supporting the sponsor once again. I'm getting a 7-Eleven. Bro, 7-Eleven's become like my favorite thing. I love their fucking pizza, dude.
They played very well.
And the slushies are so good.
Talking Dodgers and Phillies, and even on the road, they've averaged 5.5 runs.
I called the game where they hit 8 home runs, so that ball is flying. And really, you've been there, so they need to put some more respect on the Cubs' name because they have a talented ball.
8 home runs, Dan?
Yes.
And you weren't pitching. Oh, that wasn't very nice.
Oh, okay.
All right. Here's a talk. We kid because we care, and you know that. All right. The D trade is just getting going here, and so are we. Pete Crow Armstrong. You talked about an MVP candidate. They got Suzuki. They got a lot of offense, averaging 5.5 runs in the set on the road. That's the best in baseball. And so that says they could do it at Wrigley and on the road. So most of you will see the Cubs and the Red Sox from Chicago. Suarez, who Dodgeville mentioned, hey,
Yeah, we're at the historic Wrigley Field tonight. Is Wrigley Is Wrigley the oldest ballpark in baseball, or is Fenway? I think Wrigley might be older. I know Fenway opened in 1912. Oh no, Wrigley Field was opened in 1914, so the Fenway Park is older. Fenway Park is older. And better. Fenway Park is better, too. Bro, I remember a few years ago, the Red Sox went to Chicago to play the Cubs, and a bunch of the players just straight up said, like, yeah, we're not impressed with Wrigley Field. Like, Fenway's way better. And I fucking love that. Ultimate power move.
This section is closed. What? I have the 4.6 Google rating. Crap droppers everywhere. Where's that on your Google rating? Golden Red Sea Secret Service. Wednesdays on Fox and watch anytime on Hulu.
Our job is to first listen, understand what's going on with a individual, and figure out the best way to get them to whatever goal they're trying to accomplish. You only get there by being empathetic.
But
and I think that's one of the things that.
Before we start, we'll get some scores from around the league. The Reds and the Mets are in the top of the ninth. That game is in New York. The Reds are leading 5-2 against the Mets. The Angels are leading the Phillies 3-1 in Philadelphia, headed to the bottom of the 4th inning. The White Sox and Pirates are tied scoreless in Pittsburgh, heading to the bottom of the 3rd. The Orioles and Rays just got underway. The Tigers and Rangers just got underway. The A's and Guardians just got underway. The Guardians and D-backs are about to get underway. The Yankees and Braves are about to get underway. The Nationals and Padres game is in a rain delay. They were supposed to start at 6:45, but they're in a rain delay. And then, yeah, there's more games later, but... Does Fenway Park feel like a second home? Fenway Park just feels like home. Like, it doesn't even feel like a second home. Like, when I go there, I'm like, this is home.
Chicago from Wrigley Field, two of these venerable franchises, the Boston Red Sox and the Chicago Cubs, playing Game 2 of a weekend series. A 4-1 Cubs victory in the Friday opener after the All-Star break. And Cubs, with their 2 All-Stars, lead the way in the National League Central. While the Boston Red Sox, who had a 10-game win streak snapped yesterday, have worked themselves right back into the conversation for the American League wild card, are within striking distance of the Blue Jays, who won earlier today. Cubs hold on to a 1-game lead. And I get to be with my buddies here, Adam Wainwright, AJ Pierzynski, the World Series champs. Ken Rosenthal is with us as well. So AJ, let's start with the Cubs. This has been one of the more...
Adam Wainwright's in the booth tonight. Adam Wainwright was the starting pitcher for the first Red Sox game I ever went to. He was the pitcher for the Cardinals, but
You can definitely make an argument.
still pretty cool.
For fearsome foursome in all of Major League Baseball. That includes the Dodgers. Because of Michael Busch, they put him in the leadoff spot, and since then they've taken off. But 2 of them started in the All-Star game. Pete Crow Armstrong and Kyle Tucker. Seiya Suzuki probably should have been there. Michael Busch, you could definitely make an argument he should have been there. These 4 are as good as it gets in Major League Baseball. They get the game rolling for the Cubs. We saw it last night, and if they want to go where they want to go, which is deep in the playoffs, these guys got to keep doing it.
So that victory snapped the 10-game Boston win streak, but over the last couple of weeks, this Red Sox team has ballooned themselves right back. They're right behind the Yankees for second in the East right now.
They're doing great. And I look back to mid-June when they traded their big star outfield Devers. Everybody wanted to know where Boston's going to go. What they've done since July 3rd, they've been first in all these ranks. Look at this.
First pitch is set for 7:15, 6:15 local time in Chicago.
In the big leagues. Want a recipe for success? Score the most runs and give up the fewest.
And obviously, these 2 teams have pitched very well during this stretch. We've got a really good pitching matchup with a couple of 6-game winners.
Ryan Bayo and Shota Imanaga pitching. That's a good pitching matchup there.
Ryan Bayo had a complete game 2 starts ago, and Shota Imanaga, his 5th start from a hamstring injury, his last outing at Yankee Stadium was excellent. These are 2 teams that hope to be in the playoffs. Boston hasn't been there since 2021. Cubs haven't been there since 2020. These 2 teams have high hopes as we get going in the second half of the season. Baseball Night in America gets going next on Fox.
Pre-order now at Samsung.com.
I'm the guy sitting next to your girl on the kiss cam. This game just got a lot more interesting.
Sheila? What?
And if you don't have the right home coverage, you might have to kiss your savings goodbye. Let's go, beat it. So get Allstate. Save money and be better protected from mayhem. Yeah, like me.
Win a really big design contract. Realize you're more of a creative type than a finance type. Use QuickBooks to get your cash flow flowing. Start designing. Manage and grow your business all in one place. Intuit QuickBooks, your way to money.
If you're a pro, you know top quality Behr paint and Kills primer are available exclusively at the Home Depot. You know that now there's only one place to get the best value, service, and durability you expect from brands you trust. If you're a pro, you know.
Skipping breakfast wasn't a big deal. Before. I got you. But now, Wendy's has Buck Biscuits, like the Honey Buddy Chicken Biscuit, so you'll never skip breakfast again. If you're smart. Breakfast for a buck? Gotta be Wendy's.
gets set to go from beautiful Chicago, Illinois. It was raining heavily for about an hour earlier this morning, but it has turned into, albeit a very humid night in Chicago. It is a beautiful Saturday for baseball. The Cubs are playing very well, holding on to a one-game lead in the National League Central.
Let's get this shit underway.
Green night as we get set to go for this second game of this series between the Red Sox and Cubs, who are meeting for a fourth consecutive season. We'll get a look at this Boston Red Sox starting lineup. It is sponsored by Rinvoq. They change it up with the lefty Imanaga on the hill tonight. Refsnyder has been a platoon man and a very good one against lefties. Romy Gonzalez enters the lineup as well. Alex Bregman and Masataka Yoshida just came back from injury.
Yeah, I'm expecting we'll see Duran later tonight, late innings, if it's a close game, you know.
They'll go up against the lefty Shota Imanaga tonight. 3-1 since coming back from a hamstring injury. Got a victory at Fenway Park last year and is coming off a very good start in New York.
And first pitch. And that's a base hit for Rob Refsnyder.
And he's looking for extra bases. Bo Armstrong's throw gets back in, but it's a two-bagger on pitch one.
Yeah, that's a double. There you go. So first pitch is a double.
That fastball is used about half the time, Adam. So already one on for the freshly returned Alex Bregman, who is dealing with a quad injury. He just came back last Friday, was named to the All-Star game, went to Atlanta.
Here's Alex Bregman.
With his young son Knox.
The first stream back with Bregman. We haven't done a stream since last Thursday, so Bregman's been back. He played yesterday, he played last Sunday, and he played last Friday. But this is the first game, the first stream that we've had Bregman back for.
Watch for Bregman today. He has a great idea of the strike zone. He will not chase.
And here's the pitch. It's 2-1.
That's an example right there. It's balls just off the plate, but he doesn't bite those balls off the plate. He has such a good idea of the strike zone. You have to get him out in the zone.
And the count 2-1 against Imanaga. And it's 3-1.
It's a 3-1 count.
There was a hamstring injury that kept Imanaga out. But he came back a few starts ago. Needed just 90.
And that'll be ball 4. So Bregman will take first base there.
Against the New York Yankees.
Oh, we know that's strike 2. Sorry.
This week, a tight pitch goes Imanaga's way, and it's 3-2.
Full count.
For Shota.
Yeah, and that's what he's going to do. He's going to throw that sweeper and that split. He's going to try. He gets a lot of chase.
Bregman taps one up the first base line. It's going to hug the line fair. Grabbed by Bush for the first out. On the third goes Refsnyder. And that'll bring up Romy Gonzalez with an RBI chance.
His off-speed combination is some of the best in all of baseball. To pair that good, it looks like it's just 90-91 on the fastball, but it's got such great carry at the top. He can usually get away with that velo because it's got that great carry.
Here's a guy that Shota needs to be real careful with. Romy Gonzalez hitting third. His numbers against left-handed pitching are some of the best in baseball. OPS, slug, everything.
It's out front that time. A nasty splitter.
That's a strike to Romy Gonzalez.
Movement for Imanaga, something he struggled with a few starts ago. Gonzalez has been a huge piece as a utility guy for Boston this year, and as AJ mentioned, excellent against lefties. But he's quickly down 0-2 to Imanaga. His OPS over 1,200 against left-handed pitching this year. The Red Sox have been great against lefties this year.
Also 342 with runners in scoring position. He leads the league in hard hit percentage, minimum 150 bats. All of baseball, all of the American League. That's ahead of Aaron Judge and some of the Cal Raleighs.
Runner at third, one out, and a fastball pumped inside.
That's fouled off. Still 0-2.
We'll see Shota use that split more than he uses his sweeper to Romy today. He's very dangerous on breaking balls coming into him. The split working away from him may have the effect that he's looking for.
Opponents have hit 177 against that splitter. Craig Counsell said in New York that had way more downward movement than it did
in the previous few starts. 0-2, and he gets a swing and miss from Gonzalez on that splitter outside.
Well, that was a mistake. It was just a bad pitch that Romy went a little over-aggressive in the first inning, went out, chased. This is not where Shota wanted to throw this ball at all. You see the grip. That ball's not even close. Romy's thinking, runner on third, first inning, let's jump him. Chased. So here is the #1 prospect in baseball who debuted in June. It's Roman Anthony. He takes up and in.
Here's Roman Anthony.
Best 10-game hit streak. Put up huge
He's hitting
numbers.
369 on the year.
During
This is since June 27th.
Man, as he hit the ball hard.
I was like, 369 does not seem right.
19 of them
Yeah,
have
since
hit
June
harder than
27th, he's hitting
100 miles an
369.
hour. 1-0. 2-0. So this is the future for the Red Sox. If you're a Red Sox fan, Roman Anthony, Marcelo Meyer, Christian Campbell, these are the big three they've been waiting on for a couple years. Roman Anthony hitting fourth against the lefty, which I think might surprise some Red Sox fans because Imanaga has owned lefties, but Alex Cora said, I don't care.
Remember the one game, Roman Anthony's debut, where he wore number 48?
To be an everyday hitter.
And now then the next day he switched to 19.
Big spot. OPS near 800 in his first 30-plus games for Alex Cora. And he's hit number 2 or number 3 most of the time he's been at the big league level at the tender age of 21 years old. He's hitting cleanup today. Runner at third is Ref Snyder. He doubled on the first pitch of the game. Still waiting. And it's 2-2 on Anthony.
That's that good sequence in there where you run that fastball in on Roman. You get him sped up inside, get him fouling the ball off to the first base side. It just opens up the outer half of the plate with that big sweeper.
It feels like a big pitch early in this game. Runner at third, 2 outs in the first. And it's 2-2.
That'll be ball 3, so full count here to Roman Anthony.
Absolutely.
Savannah Bananas on the CW in August? Why? It's dumb.
Try the sweeper again.
Opponents are only hitting 2 for 20.
Savannah Bananas should just cease to exist.
Lefty on lefty chance.
And that's strike 3. Come on. That's on number 3. We head to the bottom of the first. Red Sox couldn't score any runs there off the double from Rob Refsnyder to get things going, but we head to the bottom of the first. And we head to the bottom of the first. That's what I just said.
It's one of the latest treatments from the makers of Humira. Rinvoq works differently than Humira and may help. Rinvoq is a once-daily pill that can deliver rapid symptom relief, lasting steroid-free remission, and helps visibly reduce damage of the intestinal lining.
Rinvoq can lower ability to fight infections. Before treatment, test for TB and do blood work. Serious infections, blood clots, some fatal. Cancers, including lymphoma and skin. Serious allergic reactions, GI tears, death, heart attack, and stroke occurred. CV event risk increases in age 50 plus with a heart disease risk factor. Tell your doctor if you've had these events. Infection, Hep B or C, smoked, are pregnant, or planning. Don't take if allergic or have an infection.
Rapid symptom relief and lasting steroid-free remission are possible with Rinvoq. Ask your gastroenterologist if switching to Rinvoq is right for you. You could pay as little as $0 per month. It's been a long week. You've got a long to-do list, and you're starting to run a little short on groceries. Thankfully, you have DoorDash, and top-rated shoppers will deliver groceries right to your door as if you picked them all yourself. You will have to put them in the fridge yourself, though. Put your groceries in good hands. Order all your groceries with DoorDash.
Two summer sensations are flying into DQ. One is sure to save the summer, and the other, yeah, he's Superman. Hurry in for the new Superman Cake Batter Cookie Dough Blizzard Treat, right now at DQ.
All right, so here's the bottom of the first from Chicago, Illinois.
Scoring, and this is a different looking lineup in the last 3 games. As AJ mentioned, Michael Busch has been put into the leadoff spot. He and Happ moves down in the order. Only 2 changes today are Reese McGuire and Vidal Brujan. closing out the lineup at catcher and third base as they go up against Brian Bayo.
Yeah, it's a very beautiful night now
Who's having his
in Chicago.
so far, and he's coming off 2 excellent starts.
Weather really cleared out.
2 starts ago against Colorado and a strong one against Tampa Bay in a 4-game sweep last Sunday.
Yeah, we're going to see a heavy dose of sinkers today. Mid-90s, 94, 95.
First pitch to Michael Busch. That's going to fucking be a home run. God damn it, dude. Are we serious right now? First fucking pitch from Bayo. First fucking pitch from Bayo. Fucking bullshit, dude. So Michael Busch hits a home run to start off things for the Cubs.
Opposite field, first pitch swinging. And Michael Busch 20 on the board. Today being just his 3rd ever game in the major leagues in the leadoff spot. And he gives Chicago a 1-0 lead.
That was so loud, I think Brian Bayo's pitch count broke after.
I don't know what the hell just happened there, Andy.
First pitch he threw.
First fucking pitch. First pitch at the bottom of the first, but still, like, come on.
Today he swings at the right one and gives him an early lead.
That's frustrating for a pitcher, too. You're like, all right, I'll start over now.
Yeah, Kurt Busch loves his Cubs.
Cole Bayo has to work now. Now goes up against another strong lefty in Kyle Tucker. Tucker just went to his 4th All-Star game.
Just a sinker.
Food will be here soon.
Thigh high. Just took it. Just
once again got 7-11. I fucking love that shit, dude.
Swing, AJ. Look, today's one of those days, if you look at the flags, they're blowing out. Just touch it. Just touch it in the air, it's going to go out. And Michael Busch touched it. Great swing, got the ball elevated against Bayo, who wants to get ground balls. We talked about it early. 1, 2, 3.
Once someone hit the foul post, that's a home run.
Ball and a strike on Tucker, now ahead of the count.
What Tucker does, too, so well, just like Alex Bregman, he does not chase outside the zone. He makes you get him outside, or makes you come into the zone to try to get him out.
The biggest conversation in Chicago as Tucker holds back is, will Kyle Tucker be a Chicago Cub next season? He's
That's a 3-1 count here to Kyle Tucker.
1-year arbitration deal. He'll be an unrestricted free agent after this year. Many expect him to be potentially in the $500 million range for the full value of his next contract. He's that talented of a player on both sides of the ball. He has been exceptional so far for Chicago.
Oh, come on, dude. This is a fucking joke. This is a fucking joke. What the hell, dude? What the fuck? The fuck is this shit?
Number 18 for the soon-to-be free agent Kyle Tucker.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get my fucking food. Fuck this.
This pitch almost cannot be more center cut.
When I come back, it's probably gonna be fucking 3-4 nothing, something like that.
Just touch it and get it in the air today. It looked like he just tried to spot a 4-seamer out there to me. And what he does for the lineup is so huge. Council talked about it. He just affects everybody around him in the lineup.
Including Seiya Suzuki, who's having a monster year. He could have been an all-star. I was talking to some of the Boston guys yesterday. They have the same opinion. It's around the league. People look at Seiya Suzuki's numbers this season. Hit his 26th home run yesterday. He's got 80 RBIs and did not make the all-star game.
I don't know how that's possible. I don't know how you can have 25 home runs and 77 RBIs at the break and not be an all-star.
Seems like as close enough as any. Suzuki with those 80 RBIs, it's the most ever by a Japanese-born right-handed major league hitter. Think about the great left-handed hitters in Japanese history that have come over to
major leagues, the Matsuis of the world, Ichiro Suzuki's. Obviously, right now we get to witness Shohei Ohtani, but all of them left-handers. This is one of the great seasons ever. Maybe the best for a right-handed Japanese-born major league player. A close pitch.
That's amazing to me that barely at the All-Star break, one game after the All-Star break, he's already set the record. He's going to destroy the record. You might put it out there so far nobody ever catches it.
Payoff pitch to Suzuki. That's hit in the early center. Don Rafaela will drift back, still carrying all the way near the warning track for the first out.
That's what you said.
Just touch it.
Oh, wow, we got it out.
Just touch it. Get it up in the air today, boys. It's a good day to be a hitter. This ball, I mean, that's center cut. 96, yes.
We actually got it out.
I just did that. Now I get to watch my buddy do it.
The Reds beat the Mets.
Brian Mayo, one pitch in, you're down 1-0. Then you go deep into a count with Tucker, another homer. You go into another deep count with Suzuki. What's going through your mind as a pitcher? Oh, boy.
Well, he's got to get his sinker. He's got to get it down in the zone, and he's got to work that changeup off of it just like that. That's the key to his success. Don't worry about what he's already done. He's got to get the ball on the ground because no matter what the wind's doing, it can't blow a ground ball over the fence.
Crow Armstrong banks one foul into the Boston dugout. He's quickly behind 0-2. The free swinging Crow Armstrong has bombed 25 home runs. How about that? Bush with 20 now, Tucker with 18, Suzuki with 26, Crow Armstrong with 25 home runs. That's the top 4 right now in the Chicago order.
But to me, it's more. I want you to let's think about the last 2 days. Yesterday, they started off walk. Today, they start off homer. The same guys. They beat you in a whole lot of different ways.
Second time this year, the Cubs have started a game with back-to-back homers. They did it against the Mariners. Crow Armstrong
And that's strike 3.
High fastball, and there's a second out for Bayo. Greg Counsell's team 40-7 when they score first this season, and obviously part of that is the pitching has been a solid surprise, especially the bullpen. And this offense, as we mentioned, right up there at the top of the major league charts all season with the Dodgers. 2 down for Ian Happ. A struggle for Happ, who's been the leadoff hitter just about the entirety of the season, outside of about a handful of games. But he has had some massive struggles, hit just .228.
Why is he leading off? That does not make sense.
Numbers have gone down since the start of the year. They pulled him out of the leadoff spot to take some pressure off. Ball and a strike.
He is not a leadoff hitter.
But doesn't the Michael Bush move remind you of when Joe Madden did that with Anthony Rizzo?
2018 he did that.
He took off. Not that Michael Bush wasn't already having a great year, but if he gets even better, look out for this Cubs team.
I think Rizzo started that stretch as the leadoff guy. I think he had home runs in like 4 straight games, 3 straight games, something like that.
Really?
In 2018 when Joe Madden made that.
It's just such a luxury to be able to start your game off with 2 guys that are 900 OPS guys. I mean, who's doing that?
The Dodgers,
right?
Yeah, the Dodgers. That's pretty much it.
The Mookie this year's having a down year, so you can't even throw him in it.
That's when they're good, have the capability of that. 2-0 Chicago on 2 solo homers. A bouncing ball from half to the right side. Grabbed by Toro, flipped to Bayo, and that'll retire the side.
That's out number 3.
Out tonight. It's only been blown out about 10 or 11 games here at Wrigley Field this year, but the Cubs have taken advantage to the tune of a 31-16 home record. Only the Yankees and Dodgers have hit more homers. The Cubs add 2 in the first. To the second we go.
Work versus fun. Know the difference.
My seminars are a great way to connect with young homeowners turning into their parents.
Breaking down cardboard is something you have to do, not something you get to do. Lawn care is not a hobby. I'm not trying to hurt you, just trying to be honest with you.
Watching a neighbor get his tree removed is not a weekend plan.
Hey, let's give it up for that guy.
Progressive can't protect you from becoming your parents, but we can protect your home and auto when you bundle with us.
You're watching TV, not supervising it. Sit down and relax.
Great. Wait, why is Danny DeVito fishing in here? Oh, that doesn't matter. This is a Jersey Mike's commercial. So what matters most is you're a sub and that sub bowl. Don't tell anybody about my secret spot. Where the subs matter most. It's a Jersey Mike's thing.
Look, I deleted Garrett. He's back.
Saving for retirement was tough enough, and navigating markets can be challenging at times.
I understand. That's why at Fisher Investments we keep a disciplined approach with your portfolio, helping you through the market's ups and downs.
What about communication?
We check in regularly to keep you informed.
Which means you'll help us stay on track?
Yes, as a fiduciary, we always put your interest first, because we do better when you do better. At Fisher Investments, we're clearly different.
Everyone loves the new Jersey Mike's chocolate chunk mini cookies made with brown butter, baby. The camera person, the sound person, even the person who lives in my pocket.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Today's telecast is sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Step up to the plate for savings. Two teams, two franchises that are deeply connected. Memorable franchises that met in the 1918 World Series, where the Red Sox beat the Cubs in 6 games. The first 3 games of that series were actually over at Comiskey Park because it had a bigger capacity than Wrigley Field, which at the time was known as Weekman Park. Of course, Babe Ruth won a couple of games on the mound for Boston in that series. It wasn't long after that he was traded to the New York Yankees. Imanaga works with a 2-0 lead after 2 solo home runs from his first baseman and right fielder. And he'll deal to the healthy Trevor Story. It's been a resurgent year.
Here's
for
Trevor
the
Story.
Shortstop who's dealt with injury issues the last couple of years.
Fouled off.
Swung away, it's a ball and a strike. And a key veteran on that left side along with Alex Bregman for a Boston team that is really welcoming in and leaning on a lot more younger players. Story has been huge for this group this year.
Story's been great, especially since he's been healthy. Solid defensively, but he's bad.
Skies one into right for Tucker as the battle the sun. And he's got it for out number 1. The Red Sox have a difficult schedule right out of the gate, and even a little bit further down the line. Ken Rosenthal has one.
That's right, Adam. As we're seeing, the Red Sox are getting tested right out of the break. This series ends tomorrow. After that, the Red Sox go to Philadelphia for 3, then host the Dodgers at Fenway Park for 3. And as you mentioned, those tests are going to continue the rest of the season. Fangraphs estimates the Red Sox schedule to be the most difficult in the majors. The remaining schedule, tied with the Cincinnati Reds for that distinction. Are the Red Sox for real? We're about to find out.
Kenny, it's a concern because the last 3 seasons that the Red Sox have not made the playoffs, it's been the second half where they have struggled. They have not been able to put together great second halves. The hope is that that will be a different story for Boston as they try to make the playoffs for the first time in 4 years. 0-2 on St. Honorable.
Bring it. That's what I'm thinking. If I'm Alex Moore and Alex Bregman's there, bring it. We got these young kids that are fired up to be in the big leagues. Marcelo Meyer, Roman Anthony, Cedar Rafaela. Got these young kids. They're full of energy. They don't know the difference.
Rafaela pokes one in the air. Racing over his bush, trying to navigate.
Yeah, that's on number 2.
The Red Sox dugout. 5 straight retired by Imanaga after Refsnyder had that first pitch double.
You also have a top 3 Cy Young candidate atop your pitching staff.
Garrett Crochet will pitch tomorrow.
Garrett Crochet is absolutely nasty. You've got several great veteran starting pitchers behind him. It's an exciting group.
They just got Masataka Yoshida back. There's Crochet, who's been outstanding. Led the majors in innings and strikeouts in the first half as he went to his 2nd consecutive All-Star game. Did it with the White Sox last year, his first year as a full-time starter, and the Red Sox this year. There's a strike. His fellow countryman, Imanaga. Yoshida was dealing with a right shoulder injury that kept him out all season long. Just made his debut before the All-Star break. Now in the 3rd year of his 7-year deal.
interesting that there's just players that they just get the feel good when they go play certain teams right there. 455 career against the Cubs.
We've met each other the last now 4 seasons, so Yoshida's gotten a good look. His first trip to Wrigley, though. And he lines one over the head of Bush down the line. It's a fair ball. Yoshida hustles and...
So Yoshida will get in there with a single.
Cuts it off. And a 2-out base runner for Boston extends the inning.
Getting him going is really important, I think. And get some of the guys that we have in the bottom half of this order, what are they going to do behind Trevor Story, behind Roman Anthony, behind Romy Gonzalez? The young guys are going to need some support staff. Yoshida's been there. He's just a hit machine when he's feeling it. Getting him healthy in the bottom of that order is humongous for them.
There is Abraham Toro, the switch hitter, who has had to fill in at first base along with Romy Gonzalez this year. Remember Tristan Casas, who did get off to a rough start for Boston this year, but was expected to be the everyday first baseman just about, injured his knee in May. So that first base position was left vacant. And Abraham Toro, for a good chunk of this year, has kind of kept them afloat at that spot, both offensively and defensively. He's been a key piece as well. Midst of a 1-for-20 skid, though, did have a hit yesterday. That gets safely at first as Yoshida.
I want to go back to the last pitch he just rolled through, 91 miles an hour. People talk about spin rate, extension, all that. Imanaga has both. The shorter guy, lefty, only 91. He throws more fastballs at 91 by hitters than probably anybody in the major leagues. There's another cue, AJ.
And that's something he's done better lately. Earlier in the year, he was struggling with his fastball a little bit. They were getting to it, but he's been solid with that fastball split combo the last few starts.
Going to finish off this second inning. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Toro.
He's aggressive with the heater, too. I was watching this game against the Yankees, his last start out, where he dominated 2 hits over 7 innings. And there was times where he threw a fastball up and somebody took a scary foul ball and he backed it up again.
He's not afraid to go right back to it.
That's what he does. It's when you think he's going to go with that split. He gets you thinking, okay, well, I've got him off that fastball. I'm going to get that splitter or that sweeper now. He'll go right back to that fastball and lock you up.
1 on 2 out of the second for Boston. And Toro lines one towards left center field.
Yeah, that's a base hit. There you go.
And as you said, well, you know, bottom of the order. What are they going to do? The 7 and 8 hitters get back-to-back 2-out singles. It's going to be up to the light-hitting catcher Connor Wong to try to keep the inning going, though.
Even if they don't score here for the Red Sox, they turn the lineup over.
Next inning,
these 2 hits, yes. You start with Refsnyder. Wong can't deliver here, but the first half of last year, Connor Wong was one of the best hitting catchers in baseball.
Which is so crazy. Like, he actually really was good last year. Well, first half of last year.
This way the first offering. He's kind of given up the starting role to rookie Carlos Narvaez, who's in the running for American League Rookie of the Year, but how valuable he's been defensively and with the bat. Wong dealt with a fractured left pinky finger early in the season. That has kind of affected his offense, and Narvaez stepped in. Skies went into right center field. Tucker will come in. And a couple of Red Sox left stranded by the short of Imanaga. We played an inning and a half at Wrigley. A 2-0 Cubs lead.
Okay, everyone settled. Let's get sticks. Take 3. And action.
Applebee's 2 for $25.
Zoom in.
Get 1 appetizer and 2 entrees like the new chicken parmesan fettuccine.
Nice. There it is. Now, up to the burger. And the big bacon burger. Lift it up higher. Higher? Are you sure? Hold it. Beautiful. You got it.
Choose 1 appetizer and 2 entrees. Applebee's iconic 2 for $25. Now that's eating good in the neighborhood.
Sorry, were we in that shot?
I love my kids, but I also love not being broke. So this back-to-school season, I'm just gonna spend less on them. Amazon has low prices on everything kids need. Like a water bottle they definitely won't lose. Tablets, sports stuff, for whatever sport this is. All the latest, lit, Grizzy Riz clothes. And lunch boxes for a homemade meal that they'll barely touch. What? So spend less on your little freeloaders with Amazon.
Hold
ideas are everywhere. Left over from legacy thinking. If you're not careful, they can sneak into everything. But when you're not bound to the past, old ideas can't hold you back. Exquisite design with the soul of a sports car. The new GV70. Welcome to Genesis.
Want to glow up? For your phone? With Verizon, everyone gets a free phone on any plan. And now I have Google Gemini. Here's another beauty tip. Shh, let's keep this between us. Get in on this.
When the Colonel cooked up his famous $7 fill-up, some penny-pinching executive said, for all that food, charge more. We can't show you what happened next. The Colonel lived so we could chicken. Enjoy 4 fill-ups, just $7 each.
Ooh, I don't think they take that here.
Of course they take Discover. You're stuck in the past, baby.
You're the one who owns 13 pairs of parachute pants?
And these are my 14th.
Discover is accepted at 99% of places nationwide.
Stream every out-of-market MLB game now available at a low price, $94.99. Blackout and other restrictions apply. MLB.tv for details. Dansby Swanson leads off the Cubs second against Brian Bayo, who, as you notice, works exclusively out of the stretch. It's been one of his big adjustments to turn his season around. Been doing that for about the last 6 starts or so, and it's been part of what's been a great adjustment for Bayo. It's been much better in the second half of the first half of the season.
A lot of guys do that now, though. There's a ton of starters that pitch exclusively out of the stretch. It simplifies everything. It only gives them one windup to have to work out of, or one pitching motion. Makes sense.
Yeah, as long as you're not losing something, you know, stuff-wise. I mean, you sacrifice a little stuff for command, but not too much. Command is very, very important, but stuff is still key, man. There's a happy medium where you gotta have both, obviously, but
if you do it every pitch, don't you think you figure out how to get your stuff back to normal?
Well,
it's not like when you're out of the windup and, I got to go to the stretch. Well, on the stretch all the time, you think you'd be the same stuff.
yes, well, certainly if you're struggling with command and having issues in counts, simplify as much as possible.
Seemingly has been the case for Bayo, who's having a career season so far. It's a 12-game winner 2 years ago, won 14 games last year, but his ERA was over 4. Andrew Bailey has done a great job with Bayo. He's got a 2-2 count on Dansby Swanson. Which tails outside, maybe a little bit low. Count runs full on Swanson. In a rough outing against Atlanta, they used him as a reliever in a suspended game against Cincinnati, and that's where things kind of turned around for him. Some great numbers. The walk numbers have kind of trimmed down a little bit. So that's been a big boost for Bayo, who's had control issues in the past. Payoff pitch to Dansby Swanson, and he works a leadoff walk in the second.
Dansby's been feeling it lately, but if Bayo gets down a little bit more on the plate, he starts it on the plate instead of starting it on the corner, he probably offers it that. Dansby has a problem swinging that slider down and away sometimes.
Send Colin Wong to the Colorado Rockies, their double-A team. Isn't their double-A team the fucking Hartford Yard Goats?
This time to start it off for Nico.
Also, why do I know that? That's like a weird thing to know.
Strikeout rates in all the baseball, right up there with a guy like Luis Arraez, who's one of the greatest contact hitters of this century in baseball. He has struck out 5 times the last 3 games, and he's down 0-1 here. He protected the plate well.
And there's a fucking base hit.
He rips it to left field.
Fucking going great.
Runners for Chicago, just like they had in the first.
Here's the problem you run into.
Man, I missed the pre-All-Star break. Sucks. Those are better days.
And you have walks to this Cubs lineup, the way they swing the bat, that is a bad recipe if you're a Red Sox fan, because eventually they're going to turn it back over. We keep talking about turning lineups over, and then guess what? Here, a couple more hitters. Here comes Bush, and here comes Tucker.
Oh, I was right. I don't know why I know that.
Petro Armstrong. So better not walk guys against.
Oh wait, no, I remember why I know that. These guys that I listen to their podcast. They used to make a joke about goat milk. I don't even remember what the joke was, but yeah, they kept talking about the Hartford Yard goats.
Was designated for assignment last July by the Red Sox. Now faces him this weekend. Cut against Bayo there on that cutter.
Who's your favorite minor league team?
McGuire has only played in 21
I mean, I don't really have one.
5 home runs.
I guess you could say the Woo Sox. I guess you could also say the Syracuse Mets. Just because I get to go to the Syracuse Mets games a lot.
They are currently without Miguel
You know?
Amaya.
Like, it's kind of weird. When I go to the Syracuse Mets games, I usually root for the Syracuse Mets. But then there'll be, like, there'll be a time where, like, the Woo Sox come to the Syracuse Mets. So obviously I'm rooting for them.
Only the Seattle Mariners have a better OPS.
Whenever the Woo Sox come, I try to go to those games.
They have the big dog.
Try to meet some of the younger guys. Like, I met Bobby Dahlback last year. I met Vaughn Grissom last year. I met Michael Chavis there a few years ago.
Their catcher, yeah. I think coming in this year they said, okay, Amaya,
New Hampshire Fisher Cats, yeah.
Catch the ball.
Who are they an affiliate of, though? I think they're an affiliate of the fucking Yankees.
Huge surprise for them.
Side on McGuire to even the count. 2 on, nobody out.
Oh, no, they're an affiliate of the Blue Jays.
Threatening from the bottom of the order.
If you remember, Adam, it started in Japan. Amaya, the first game of the year, had a really nice start. And Kelly came in. He's been great. Whoever they put back there. Pitch.
And that'll be a full count. So 3-2 count, bottom of the alpha, 2 runners on, nobody out. We're looking like the first half Sox.
Miguel Pujan filling in tonight at third base, just his 33rd game this year.
Bro, one of the craziest things to me. Oh. And nope, that's just 1 out. So I got the 1 out at second, but safe at first and third. What was I saying? Oh yeah, one of the craziest things to me is that the Yankees, their single A team is called the Patriots, which should not be allowed. Also, one thing I hate is the state of Connecticut. I hate that there's people from Connecticut who are both Yankee fans and Patriot fans. Like, those people need to go to hell. I hate those people.
Has been their defense. If you ask Red Sox fans, they'll say we need to improve our defense. Now they've tried. For a while there, they thought it was all Rafi Devers' fault, but they haven't improved that much since Bregman's been out. But they have not improved that much.
Did I tell you I went to a Yankees-Reds game in New York last year? That's interesting. You did not. And Dansby Swanson's going to score that run from third as he tags up. So that makes it a 3-0 ball game.
And the bottom of the order generates a run.
This was a ball that was going to go foul. It was going to go in the stands, but the wind is blowing out towards center right now. Keeps it fair. Turns back over, back into fair play. Made a good throw. Dansby just beat it. Good slide towards the inside part right there. The fair territory away from the catcher.
Yeah, I've been to a Yankees-Mets game before at Citi Field. That was honestly probably the best baseball game I've ever been to. It was Sunday Night Baseball in 2021. It was the day after 9/11. And the bench is cleared. That was awesome.
This is just a great slide.
Cubs had a very good base running team this year.
You for
It's been one of the market improvements
dude.
for Chicago this season from last year. Not a
I want you to like
base stealing team a year ago, not a great base running team in terms of
I want you to like cause some physical pain to yourself.
There's a lot of hidden runs.
To like as a punishment for doing that.
But you can't quantify pressure on the other team. You can't quantify. They will take the extra.
Bro, I walked around Times Square with a Red Sox jersey on. Like, you gotta own that shit, dude.
because it puts pressure on the other team. Who's gonna go? I gotta hurry.
You and I did a Cup game.
Oh, yeah, where is that guy?
They played the Mets, and that's something that Carlos Mendoza talked about, the pressure that the Cubs put on you because of their base running this year. Mayo to Bush, 1-2 pitch. And he goes chasing a breaking ball to finish.
Yeah, that's
off
strike
the
3.
second.
That'll end the inning.
Walk to Swanson to start the inning. A base hit.
Nah, I'm disappointed in you for that. That's
With a fly
fucked.
ball on the first pitch he sees.
That's fucked up, dude.
With a well-executed slide.
That's fucked up.
Together, you're cooking like pros.
Master Chef Dynamic Duos, all new Wednesdays on Fox.
Single day
That's fucked up.
to the Clubhouse Grandstand and Michelob Ultra Stretcher on sale now. Plus, book your single day tables in the Miller Time 4-Star Day Big Six Vodka Picnic Paddock.
Do I gotta sell your... No, you don't gotta do that. You just gotta, like...
We want you to join the best team in America.
You gotta do something, like, embarrassing. Like...
Proud to offer a $2,000 sign-on bonus in addition to medical, dental.
You should wear a shirt that says, like, I'm a cuck or something like that.
To apply today.
Subs are back.
You have to, like, wear that around
Deli. Delicious
everywhere you go for, like, a week.
Meatball sub and cold subs, perfect for lunch, dinner, and feeding a crowd. Enjoy fresh baked white or wheat rolls with meats and cheeses sliced fresh daily. Order a classic combo or build your own with all the fixings plus drinks.
I'll buy a Brad Keselowski shirt.
Download the
Oh,
Burn
God.
Deli app for special offers and easy ordering and delivery from DoorDash. Burn Dairy and Deli. It's all good.
New York State. It's everything this summer. Quality time on Mountain High.
No.
Building memories.
No, I had a friend a few months ago who was like, I want to borrow... He's a Yankee fan, and he was like, I want to borrow your Red Sox jersey because I'm planning on going to Fenway next week. And I'm like, you're a Yankee fan, dude.
Plan your summer getaway.
And I was like, here's the deal. I'll let you wear my jersey, but I'm going to tell your dad that you wore this jersey. And he was like, never mind. I don't want the jersey.
No problem. We'll pick it up and give you cash on the spot. Scrap, tin, steel, copper. We buy it all. Turn your trash into cash at Colossus Junkyard and Scrap Recycling. Single day reserved seats in the Clubhouse Grandstand and Michelob Ultra Stretcher on sale now. Plus, book your single day tables in the Miller Time 4-Star Day Big Six Vodka Picnic Paddock. It's Surfside tickets.
Actually, yes, that will fix things.
Saratoga. You're watching Fox.
Nah, but like you gotta own that shit, bro. You gotta own that Red Sox fandom. Like I said, I walked around Times Square with a Red Sox jersey on. I went to the Barclays Center with a Red Sox jersey on.
So far, but no runs. What are your impressions?
Well, he made some big pitches in the first inning right away after leadoff double, and then that's what showed us Cable. The strikeout got him out of that inning, so job well done. Had to work out of some traffic, but job well done.
Bush and Tucker back-to-back to lead off the game for you guys. Greg, what is it like for you managing an offense like this?
Well, we have a good offense, and
The thing is, like, nobody's ever gonna actually beat your ass. Like,
get those guys a lot of at-bats.
that's the thing. And if they do, then like that, you're gonna get a payout. You know.
Four top guys hitting, they're having fabulous years.
People are usually pretty chill about that. Like, they'll talk shit, but they're not gonna like actually punch you. You know. Jaden, oh fuck, this is gonna be bad. All right, go ahead, Jaden. Go ahead. Go ahead. Yep, that's it for you. That's it for you, old bucko.
Imanaga splitter. We've seen it fade once or twice, but it seemingly has that downward movement that gets the swing and miss.
Yeah, he can manipulate that ball to do what he wants to. This one he wants to kind of cut down and in a little bit. You see where the catcher's set up. And that's a little bit more dangerous because Refsnyder, off speed coming into his swing, is very dangerous against lefties, but that time he got it down enough.
Yeah, Bregman's going to fly that one out into left field. Ian Happ's under it, and that'll be caught for round number 2. Jaden will be back in 1 minute. He'll be back in 1 minute. That's all it is.
You thought that they were going to be patient with him, and I would go attack him the other way, like Refsnyder.
No, I've been around. Well, I went to 2 Bills games in my Patriots and Red Sox stuff. And yeah, they talk shit, but like they're... I mean, Bills fans are kind of different, though. Bills fans are actually cool. Yankees fans suck. So, there is that. But, like, when I went to that Mets and Yankees game at Citi Field, I wore my Red Sox jersey. And there was a shit ton of Yankees fans there. And, like, they'd talk their shit, but, like, they wouldn't do anything, you know?
Fun to watch. You want those calls.
Just don't sit out in the bleachers, that's all.
There's a fastball, and Gonzalez fouls it away.
Yeah, it didn't seem like the hitters really bought into that be patient approach right from the...
Yeah, just don't sit out in the bleachers.
Why would you? I just...
And he's a strike thrower.
Yeah, there's a lot of strikes. Gives up a lot of fly balls. Wind's blowing out. Get a heater up in the air.
Don't want that. Don't want that split right there. It gets down in the zone, out front on top of that splitter. It is so hard. So hard to center.
Wind has died down a little bit since the start of the game. It's blowing out when the Cubs hit those first 2 homers.
Yeah, there was a lot of rain in the forecast for tonight, but it's cleared out. We've actually having a really beautiful night. That's strike 3. That'll end the inning. We head to the bottom of the 3rd inning. The 3-0 game from Chicago, Illinois.
Suzuki and Crow Armstrong all coming up. The All-Star starts it off in the 3rd.
Jaden, you're not... No, it's not freedom of speech, Jaden. This is not a democracy. This is a fucking dictatorship. This is my goddamn stream. All right?
Save the day by using the Bank of America customized cash rewards card. And choose to earn 6% cash back on online purchases like live streaming for the first year from account opening. What would you like the power to do?
If my healthcare provider had Agent Force, the powerful AI from Salesforce, an AI agent would have...
Look, I never want to do this, but, like, if Duran does get traded, who is down? Like, Camden, will you take me to Fenway? And, like, right before he leaves, we can, like, kidnap him and be like, you're not going anywhere, motherfucker. Like, I love Duran. We won't harm him or anything, but we're going to be like, you're not going anywhere. And then, like, the trade will have to be voided because they can't find Duran. And then we'll release him, and then he just plays for the Red Sox now, still.
The mobile network in the U.S. is T-Mobile. Some fancy experts finished a network test, and T-Mobile sort of opened a can of whoop-up. T-Mobile's network has the most advanced 5G, with more towers, and their signal reaches further than ever. So you can text and instant talk and say, you won't believe where I am. Seriously, where am I? Hey, I got signal.
To all the research.
Oh yeah, you could do that.
PB&J Cup didn't make one. They made 2.
Or we could, like, give him, like, food poisoning or something. That way the trade, like, he doesn't pass his physical because of that or something. I don't know. And then the trade gets voided.
Available with the all-new Big QP, fries, bottomless chips and salsa, and a bottomless drink, all for just $10.99. So if you're McDone with...
I mean, let's be honest. We're not going to be able to kidnap Duran. That dude will kick our ass.
$10.99 you can eat.
That dude will beat our ass.
Here to help you save hundreds by customizing your car insurance.
And he'll be like, why are you doing this to me, guys? We'll be like, no, dude, we're doing this because we love you. We're doing this because we care.
Here's the starting left fielder in Atlanta for the National League. He hit 7th, made a nice sliding catch to take a hit away from Cal Raleigh when Clayton Kershaw was on the mound. Kyle Tucker, the All-Star, back in after hitting a solo home run back in the 1st. He faces Bayo to begin the bottom of the 3rd.
That same sliding play made in the All-Star game in left field, he made last night.
Yesterday in
right field. He just reads the ball off.
Nah, they'll find him there. Oh, inside the Wally the Green Monster mascot? Like,
Some good defense from the Cubs yesterday.
what do you mean? Like, what are you talking about?
It's not easy to do, to move somebody around the outfield like that. It's different spins off the bat, different angles. He's really a great talent out there.
What do you mean? Wally is not a Wally is a real thing, dude. You trying to tell me that Wally is not real? Shut up. I don't believe that. You're gonna tell me that Santa Claus isn't real next? Fucking come on. Get the fuck out of here.
He's got to keep this powerful Cubs line up on the ground. Got to get those balls dirty with clay.
Such a good home run hitting team, good fly ball hitting team Cubs this season. Ground ball rate on average in Major League Baseball is like 43, 44%. Bayo's up around 52, 53. That's a big improvement this year for him. Suzuki flew out to center field back in the first. He takes a stretch.
He's got to get ahead. And he did on Tucker, and he still got the ground ball. Yeah. You cannot live against this Cubs lineup, as patient as they are and as good as they are, by continuously
That's true.
falling behind in the count.
Santa wouldn't. Like, let's be real. If somebody breaks into your house and then gives you a bunch of free shit, are you going to call the police? No. You're going to be like, thank you, friend.
This year is his ability to drive the ball when it's away from him. In years past, facing him 2-3 years ago, he was a dead out if you could get the ball to the outer third. Look at this swing that he puts on this ball. It's outer half.
I've always thought about doing that, like break into somebody's house and just like clean it for them. Just like start doing a bunch of their chores. Like, how are you gonna be mad about that?
He reaches out, flies one out towards right center field. Anthony will call off Rafaela.
Santa flew to Epstein's Island. See, that's probably true.
I think the other thing with Suzuki,
I wonder if there's any MLB players on Epstein's list. There's got to be at least one.
that affected maybe trying to swing on the outer half of the plate. This year, the other
Jaden, Jesus fucking Christ, this dude is a problem.
This season, and he hasn't really had many health issues, so perhaps that's played a role in his success.
Guess I'm the problem. And your miss never do no wrong. If I'm so awful, why'd you stick around this long?
The recipe is as free of a swinger as you're going to find, and I don't think PCA is one of those guys right now that's going to change his approach.
I saw him before the game during batting practice.
No, he's talking about cleaning my house. He's calling me a mess. He's calling me a slob. Which I am.
I gotta have the right swings. And his first at bat didn't look good. This one gets a little cutter and just hammers it down the right field. The only reason he get a double is it hits the wall. It bounces right to the right fielder, Anthony.
5 pitches, 4 swings.
Yeah, he's swinging. He's awesome. He swings.
Well, he's aboard, extending the inning to Ian Happ.
Now, what does he steal? Yeah, what does he steal is the next question.
Top 5 in stolen bases. He's got 25 home runs, 27 stolen bases this year. He was the 4th fastest player in Major League history to reach 25 and 25. And by far the fastest Cub to ever do it. 30 games faster than Sammy Sosa did 3 decades ago. 1-1 on that.
Now, do we think he's an MVP candidate in the National League? He's got to be, right? I mean, towards the top.
He's number 2 in wins above replacement in all of baseball. The only guy with a better number, Aaron Judge.
I can't believe Ian Happ still plays for the Cubs. He's been there forever.
There he goes, takes off, pitches outside, long throw, way too good of a jump for steal.
Yeah, so funny, Jaden. That was so funny.
No chance at all, man. He was already 5 feet down the line when he got moving to home plate. Just got a great read on him. Bayo fell into a pattern right there. He timed him up. Easy.
Well, he tried the slides that Bayo did, but it was a change-up, and that was one thing Alex Cora mentioned about Bayo is you can run on him if he doesn't pay attention. PCA runs on everybody.
Scoring position for Happ, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. If you're curious, the only 3 guys to hit that 25-25 mark faster, Eric Davis, Bobby Bonds, Alfonso Soriano. He and Tucker have done a brunt of the damage.
Pete Rose. Oh yeah, Pete Rose is definitely on Epstein's list.
Very much improved base stealing Chicago team this year.
I could see Kurt Schilling being on there too.
2 from Bayo to Happ.
I wouldn't be too surprised if Kurt Schilling was on that list. He's a piece of shit, so.
On the other Bonds. Sure. Eric Davis was a stud.
Pretty good company, I was going to
Super stud. I didn't have Soriano on that list.
2002. I think that was the season he went 40-40.
In New York.
Soriano was really good. Yeah. People don't remember how good of a player Alfonso Soriano was.
He had a big money contract here in Chicago a decade and a half ago. Ian Happ right to second.
And that'll end the inning.
To finish off the inning.
So we head to the 4th inning here in a 3-0 Cubs lead from Chicago, Illinois.
Lead for an all-star last year in his first season in the big leagues in year number 2. Back from injury, Imanaga back to work. You come back.
Okay, so you got hit by ransomware, and now everyone's in a panic.
What do we do?
A lot.
As the CEO, there's just two magic words you need to know. Minimum viability. It's knowing the core functions you need to get your business back, and the cost if you don't. And recovering this fast. Commvault restores the viability of your data, apps, and business in just minutes.
Like it never happened.
It's the fastest, most complete recovery anywhere, so you can be a continuous business.
I wonder if there's any NASCAR drivers on Epstein's list.
I love a good beer. Specifically, yours.
Remember that guy, Rick Crawford? He might be on there.
Me and my closest 200,000 drinking buddies can smell it from a mile off. Except now there's this Orkin Pro telling us it's last call at the Taylor House. Well, I'm smart enough to know.
Does anybody remember that guy? It was like 13 years ago, something like that. He raced like late models or whatever. I remember his first name was Tyler. I don't remember his last name, but he ended up like running from the cops and then like got arrested. But he like led the cops in like a giant ass police pursuit.
So expensive these days. Here he comes.
I remember his name was Tyler. I don't remember his last name.
I'm your man.
Could do business with you.
Or we can look at some investment options for you.
Works for us. The right money moves aren't as absurd as you think.
Make 'em away downtown, walking fast, faces passing homebound. And I need you, and I miss you.
An all-American club combo, extra.
I think he had like a few Xfinity starts or
$1
something.
more, you can make it a Happy Gilmore meal and get a collectible cup.
Gilmore with his own meal deal. Hey, shooter.
He did a back. He also did backflips. I know that. He also did backflips, and he was the inspiration for Carl Edwards doing his backflips. Fuck, what was that guy's name? Tyler Walker, yes. Is he still in jail?
To the middle innings we go. Roman Anthony will lead it off.
Yeah, he made a few Xfinity starts, a few truck starts. On January 30th, 2013, Walker was arrested in Utah after a high-speed chase on Interstate 15 through Nevada and Arizona. Jesus Christ. That was a long 3 states before he was finally captured. He was found with an open container, unlawfully possessed alcohol, and various drug paraphernalia.
As the anticipation grew for their arrival at the big league level, Alex was very impressed with how they handled that pressure and attention.
These guys have been on the radar for the Red Sox since they were drafted.
Yeah, 18, 19 years old basically, and they're expected to do big things at that age.
And Roman Anthony played at a high school program down in Florida, Stoneman Douglas. It's one of the best in the country. They've won, I think, 5 straight state championships in the highest classification. And when you're a high pick of a team like the Red Sox and you're a super prospect your entire life, you just become used to it. I loved it at the time where he had to get in the bus and he went in the laundry cart so the guys couldn't find it. That's awesome.
31 pitch to Anthony, he'll take it and mature eye there against Imanaga as he draws a first straight pass from the left-hander tonight.
Yes, I'm the problem, and your miss never do no wrong. If I'm so awful, why do you stick around this long?
Michael Jackson Thriller right here. Look at it. Like he got his splitter to freeze in time right there.
Chester wants to get down, but he doesn't know how to do it safely because he's a dumbass. Here, I'll help you.
He's got 12 swing and misses already. He's got his stuff rocking.
That little freeze there, too, that you were pointing out, it's part of the personality of Imanaga. He has become a fan favorite quickly.
He's great.
People love him in
He's
Chicago.
great. I had a chance to talk to him. He's great. Hilarious, funny, has so much fun pitching. Just enjoying his time. It helps when you pitch good and your team's, 31-10 when you start?
Story lifts one down the right field line. Tucker giving chase.
And that'll be foul.
I love all the little things he's done today, too. The first pitch, swing.
Camden, have you ever had a speeding ticket?
Next pitch, an effect pitch. Get them moving their feet. Work it off the plate. Get it
You ever been arrested?
Aware of the inside plate. Open up the
No, you've definitely never been arrested. But a speeding ticket, I could see.
He's doing so well tonight.
Heard Craig Counsell say he's a tinkerer, right? He's always thinking about little ways, nuanced ways to try to improve. It's already been a great year and a half in Major League Baseball. 8 years with the Yokohama Bay Stars, 2-time Japanese All-Star. All-Star last year, a 15-game winner as a rookie. And he gets another strikeout on that splitter. 4 of his 5 Ks coming on that disappearing split. Well, he gave a little personality to Chody Imanaga. How about this from Kyle Tucker, the usually stoic right fielder? Just giving that ball's like 5 rows into the seats.
That's great.
That's funny too.
You know, when you're 58 and 39, you can have fun.
That's true. First pitch swinging, stayed on Rafaela, pops it up. Bush in that same spot where he had a catch earlier. He makes the catch.
Oh, that's stupid.
Rafaela is retired.
Rafaela's thinking, why do I keep
Man, fuck them hoes. I guess in a sense I've technically been arrested, but not really. Not really. I was never booked. I remember I was ding-dong ditching when I was like 15 or some shit. And the cops came and they put me in the back of the car. They didn't handcuff me or anything. They put me in the back of the car and then they just brought me back to my parents' house. But I was not free to leave.
Something to keep the hitter's time and her balance off. Look at Scherzer and Kershaw through the years. They throw funky. Look at Chris Sale. It's funky.
Yeah.
John Lester. It's funky. You gotta have a little fun.
Watch this here, little pose.
Bro, my stepmom's face, bro. That shit was so funny. When she opened up the door and she saw me standing there with 2 cops, that was so funny.
And remember, there was questions when he came over on Imanaga, what kind of pitcher he would be. People were saying he would be a 5th starter. He's been a 1 for the Cubs since he's got here. Because his fastball play, it's only 91, 92.
Yoshida, 1 hop, second.
I was also really fucking stupid because I was doing ding-dong ditching and there was a shit ton of snow on the ground. So, like, I would knock and then I'd run around the house, but they could see the footprints. So, like, one guy just walked around to the side of the house and he looked like he was going to kick my ass. It was hilarious.
Through the lens of science fiction.
Let's hit it.
Your friend got robbed at gunpoint at a casino last year? That's crazy. It was Eric? Damn. I didn't know that. Was that after or before New Hampshire?
Well, port thruster standing by. We only have 1 shot.
That's all we need.
Hang on.
The new Kia Sportage X-Pro, now with all-wheel drive terrain mode. Kia.
There was one time where I could have been arrested. So,
If your grandpa wears one,
this is a long story, and I've told it before.
if your husband
But
wears these on the weekend,
there was this gym teacher at my school,
or if your wife,
who I hated. He worked at the junior high, and
for the spouses, kids,
Quinn, my youngest sister, who's Sophia, you know her as,
count on us. Count on USAA.
went to gym class and was wearing like these, you know what fishnets are? They're kind of like, they're almost like, they literally look like fishnets, and you wear them on your legs. And the gym teacher was like, you're not allowed to wear those. And he like got all up in her face and was being like super like threatening about it, because she went over and like told her friends that like the gym teacher was being rude. So then the gym teacher went over to her and like got up in her face and was being super threatening. So I found out where the gym teacher lived, and I found out his home phone number, or his cell phone number, and I texted him and I FaceTimed him and I sent him a bunch of threats, like, you fucking mess with my sister, dog, like, fuck you, I know where the fuck you live, and I like sent him his address. I was being a psychopath, but honestly, don't fuck with my family. So obviously he called the police, filed a police report. And it ended up coming to the point where the police were like, my dad was like, the police are coming to the house to talk to you. And I was like, fuck no, I'm not dealing with that. So I went over to Nick's house, and we just drove around town for like a few hours, and the police ended up calling me, and they had like a very civil conversation about it. He was like, he doesn't want to press charges or anything, but don't do it again, and you know. No, I think it's a perfectly valid crash out. Like, don't fucking threaten my family, you know?
In his career right now. So, John, we appreciate the time sitting down.
Yeah, well, thanks for having me.
Hey, there's John Lester in the booth.
Next to me, you're very happy to see.
Yeah.
Swanson really swinging base.
One of the greatest competitors ever right here sitting beside us. No doubt about it. Well, you weren't too shabby yourself there, Wayno.
They still got, that's multiple Jets.
I also got fired from my job because of that.
Random John Lester fans, for sure.
Right there.
There's no way, because he didn't wear those blue uniforms. The Lester family is in the building tonight. Bayo to Swanson is upstairs. I wanted to ask you first before we got started. Just you obviously had such great success. Won a World Series with Cubs. Prior to that, 2 with the Boston Red Sox.
Yeah, Red Sox are playing bad baseball.
No, let's make it more about you, man.
Oh, you've been fired from a job before. What was it for? I did not expect that you'd be fired from a job. Okay, I have 2 guesses. One, you probably stole something, which I don't really think you would do, but that's like, you probably just like stole food or some shit, which I do all the time, you know. Or you like called out of work to watch a race or some shit, which I would also do.
Historical franchises. I love history. I love, having the old ballparks. I still tell people one of my favorite places is Old Yankee Stadium. I just like, you walk in, you feel like you're a part of all of baseball, right? Like, you know that Fergie Jenkins walked on this field, you know that Ernie Banks walked on this field, and so forth with those other franchises. So, it was just an honor and a privilege to get to do it, and I was very fortunate to get to play for those franchises.
You forgot the Nationals on your tour of historical franchises.
Well, I mean, there was kind of a reason.
No, you said the A's.
Oh, yeah, I said the A's. But yeah.
First job at 17, worked at a general store. I got curious with Budweiser in the walk-in fridge. You drank fucking beer at work? You drank beer at work?
Yeah, right. We're in Chicago, so we're rooting for Chicago. If we're in Boston, we go Boston. But yeah,
you personally are rooting for the Cubs.
Make sure you say something about that, John. Yeah, I'm here to have a couple cold beers and watch the game.
I respect. Respect.
1-2 on Nico Horner. 2 balls and 2 strikes. I want to actually ask my partners here. You guys were teammates at Johns. What did you see from this guy who was a champion pitcher? What did you see you guys be teammates with?
Go for it. Well, I only got to catch him twice because then he kicked me off for David Ross. So, I didn't get to see a lot.
Oh, yeah, you should have just got that unemployment.
1-0. No, you didn't catch John no more. Yeah. That was quick. Thanks, John. No, he was great. Listen, I remember first I come over to spring training with the Red Sox.
What the fuck, Braggy?
And he was great. I mean, one of the great teammates, competitors, people. He didn't throw to first. Nobody knew it at the time. So before the whole thing came out, I'll never forget him and Lackey on the same team. John Lackey then came to the Cubs also. And Torey Lovella, who's the manager of the Diamondbacks, giving me throw over. They both call me over and they say, "Listen, we don't do that." And I said, "What?" And they said, "Just."
You lost your car for a week.
If he yells at you, just
That's fair enough, yeah.
And I said, "Okay." I said, "Okay."
Honestly, I never thought that you'd get even grounded by your parents. You don't seem like that type.
Whatever, and then Torey's like, "What? I didn't see it."
So you had to make up an excuse that you didn't see exactly what.
We took the blame. It was fine. Everything was fine. Everything was fine. Yep. It always worked out for you. Yep. I'll tell you, playing with Big John, man, a guy that I competed against a bunch, and that just couldn't stand.
Were you drunk at work that day, or were you just had a beer, tasted it?
For the man, because with 2 games in the World Series didn't help, but we always lined up, and he was just such a competitor. And
I'm assuming they do want to make the playoffs. Most baseball teams do.
And,
So
then you play against him, and the first night that we went to dinner, I said, "I love this guy. He's one of my favorite people I've ever met in my whole life. I want to spend every day playing golf with him, talking pitching with him, doing fantasy football with him, whatever it is, and that is the effect that John Lester had inside the clubhouse.
Literally just wanted to taste it.
Seriously, you take the fantasy football. That's no small thing.
Waino is all in on fantasy football.
Bregman goes out. He makes the catch to retire Reese McGuire.
Yeah, I couldn't be drunk at work. I don't even like being. I've been high at work a few times, and I don't like it. It's not the vibe. One time I got high during my break, and I came back to work, and I like told my boss, I was like, I'm high right now, and she just laughed at me. But yeah, I don't like working high. It's not a fun experience. I just like when I get high, I want to like be able to relax. What are you talking about, Jaden?
I mean, I guess I have to say Waino's better because I did better against Lester than I did against you, so I gotta say I was a better hitter, though. Oh, there's no doubt.
What the fuck?
That's a guarantee.
That tweet was wild. But that'll end the inning. That'll bring us to the 5th inning here.
Last year, we helped small business owners fall asleep. This year, we're waking up. Morning, people. Feels good to finally connect with y'all. Meet the world's first AI alarm clock, Craig AI, or as I like to call him, Craig. Craig, is this magic? It's not magic, just AT&T Business's fast, reliable internet. Yeah. Right. Don't worry about saying it.
What causes a curve? Is it Peyronie's disease? There's somebody I can talk to for help?
I got somebody for that.
Did you ever get like in trouble at school? Because I don't feel like you ever did. Not like that I remember from when I was there.
There's hope for the estimated.
But when you got older, I wouldn't be too surprised.
PD, a urology specialist who treats PD, can help you create a plan, including non-surgical options. Find somebody today at gogetsomebody.com.
We just want to have enough money for retirement.
And travel to visit.
I'm talking like actual trouble, like.
That's why at Fisher Investments we start by getting to know each other, so I can learn about your family.
Bro, I got into huge trouble at school.
Allowing us to tailor
Many times.
What about commission-based products?
We don't sell those. We're a fiduciary obligated to act in your.
I got one in school suspension, but it was the most bullshit thing ever. I stood up on the bus for like 10 seconds, and the bus lady wrote you up. That's crazy.
At Fisher Investments.
Bro, there was one time I got suspended for a month. So, the bus driver, so I was vaping on the bus, which is dumb. But then the bus driver, reported me, for vaping. And that itself was a 5-day suspension. But then when I got on the bus, like that day, like going home after I got suspended, I got on the bus, and I said to the bus driver, I said to her straight up, I said, "Snitches get stitches." And I immediately realized what I said, and I was like, oh fuck, that was a terrible thing to say, because that sounds like a threat. I was just talking shit. I was just like, snitches get stitches, and then I realized, oh fuck, why did I say that? So then I like walked off the bus. I was like, I don't know, I'm not dealing with this bus ride. I walked off the bus. I forced the bus doors open, and then I flipped off the bus driver. And then, yeah, I was suspended for a month because of that.
John, again, the teammates with these two guys, you've been part of these two franchises. You felt like you were the perfect guy to talk to on a beautiful Saturday at Wrigley. You pitched in big games in Boston. You pitched in big games here in Chicago. Can you give me a sense of what that's like? The two great ballparks, the two franchises.
I got suspended from school as a whole. Honestly, I kind of enjoyed the suspension. It was kind of nice. I just sat there and played video games for like a month.
To sum it up is you got, Boston obviously in the Northeast, so you know the people up in the Northeast, they're a little more on edge, a little more like, we need to win today, even though 162 games going, right? Like you don't, it's not as.
Bro, what the hell is wrong with this lighter? Holy shit. It's like a crack lighter. Oh my god. This lighter's on fucking crack, dude.
Hanging out, day games, and it's more just kind of a relaxed.
That's crazy.
I think they're both awesome. You know, I think if you would have flipped them, if I would have started with the Cubs and went to the Red Sox, I think the Red Sox would have been a little harder to understand and get accustomed to. But, you know, kind of growing up in that organization and being a part of it, you know, just the accountability day in and day out.
I have this other lighter with Sheena on it. And I had my friend put in, like, oil or, like, fluid for it the other day. But I don't think she put it in correctly. Because it just it doesn't work.
A little more laid back.
Wong as he pops one up on the infield. Will be the third baseman Ruhan for the second out of the inning.
One thing I remember, John, is your press conference, the introductory press conference to Chicago when you first signed here, the very first day when you're just putting on the jersey for the GM and taking the pictures. I remember you just plainly saying, "I'm here to break this curse." And dang if you didn't do it.
Maybe.
Yeah. I mean, it turned out, right? You know, like, the hard part was, as a free agent, you know, you're talking to all these teams and you're going through it, and, you know, some of the teams have won, some of them haven't, and, you know, you got the Cubs that have this whole kind of black cloud holding, you know, hanging over their heads, and they just come off of losing, I think, 90 or 100 games that year. And you know, we talk about it too with my kids. I'm like, you know, winning's a mindset, right? Like, it's about going out there and having fun and working and doing that stuff. But winning's a mindset. Winning's important. And so I wanted to make a point of that when I got here. It was, hey, you know, I'm not here to lose 100 games, right? Like, we're here to win, and you know, just try to get guys' minds going in the right direction, right? And I think that's another thing with the Red Sox and the Cubs is just, you know, Red Sox are expected every single year to go out there and perform and win, whereas, you know, the Cubs had this persona of the lovable losers, right? Like, and they had that, they were okay with that, and, you know, coming over here, it was like, hey guys, listen, I'm not doing that. You know, this is going to be a long 6 years. And I'm not saying, you know, it's the other guys in the clubhouse too that have to change that mindset. I didn't. If one person didn't do that, that was just a mindset that the organization had to get on board with, and they did. And like I said, it worked out.
It was the mindset change that those veterans that you and John Lackey and your catcher team, y'all brought that over here. And it takes those veteran presence sometimes in the clubhouse to change and really show young guys what it looks like.
It's frustrating to watch the off. It's just frustrating living, dude.
And you guys know, man, baseball.
It's frustrating living life.
So hard, and you know, you're February to hopefully the end of October, and if you're not routine based, and if you don't have like just the monotony of the grind every day. I mean, AJ played every day, right? Like,
y'all play 30 games a year. How hard is it?
Right? But like,
give me a
life is hard.
But,
yeah. I remember me and Nick once got ISS. This shit was funny. Me and Nick and our friend Joe.
You know, and it's hard for a pitcher.
We all skipped school one day.
Right? Because like AJ said, we played.
Or no, we didn't skip school. We skipped class.
Good year, we got 33, 34, right? This Joker's
and we just like went to the bathroom. And for me, I didn't even skip a class. I skipped study hall. And we all went to the bathroom and we just hung out and we just did dumb shit. We were just talking. We were kind of being loud. And then, like, the fucking vice principal, oh my god, it was so funny. The vice principal just swung the door open when we were in there. He was like, "Gentlemen, what are you doing?" And it was, oh my god, that was so funny. Because we were being so loud. And it was close to the end of the year. So, like, there was a classroom next door to the bathroom, like, taking a final. And we were distracting them. And then that's how we got caught. And yeah, we got ISS for that. And I got grounded for the weekend because of that.
6 World Series titles between these three guys sitting next to me in the booth. Good to see John's family as well.
I
have type 2 diabetes, but I manage it well. It's a little pill.
I also skipped school a few times. You skipped class a couple times? Oh, you skipped band a couple times. I remember there was, I remember I would skip class a few times, and I would go to Nick's health class with him. And the teacher just didn't care. It was so funny. Like, and then eventually she was like, all right, I can't have you guys doing this anymore.
Stomach pain, tiredness, trouble breathing, or increased ketones. Jardians may cause dehydration that can suddenly worsen kidney function and make you feel dizzy, lightheaded, or weak on standing. Generally,
He had band during the lunch period? What the fuck? That's dumb.
low blood sugar, or a rare life-threatening bacterial infection in and around the anus and genitals can occur. Call your doctor right away if you have fever or feel weak or tired, and pain, tenderness, swelling, or redness in the genital area. Don't use if allergic to Jardians. Stop use if you have a serious allergic reaction. Call your doctor if you have rash, swelling, difficulty breathing, or swallowing. You may have increased risk for lower limb loss. Call your doctor right away if you have new pain.
No, there was, I skipped school a bunch. I would, I remember there was one day where my dad was like, you coming? And I was like, no, I'm not going to school with those fucking weirdos. And he was like, okay. And then there was a few times where I just literally walked out of school and just walked home. And it was like a 3-mile walk, too.
We're driven to scrub away the ordinary, to reveal the pristine, because no matter what we drive or what drives us, we're driven
That's stupid.
to take care of it. Give it that mother's love.
Skipping breakfast wasn't a big deal before. I got you. But now
It happens during your fucking lunch period or your free period or whatever.
So you'll never skip breakfast again. If you're smart. Breakfast for a buck? Gotta be Wendy's.
Your team, your players, baseball your way. Get personalized highlights and push notifications just for you. Download the MLB app today. Halfway through game 2 of this 3-game set. Cubs have a 3-0.
And there was a day where like me and like 4 of our friends skipped school. We had left and we got in my friend's car and we just left. And then his dad like called him somehow. I think the school called and said that Lucci wasn't in school. And his dad called him and like yelled at him. So then we all turned back around and went back to school. And we were only gone for like 20 minutes. So I guess just like at least for me, nobody noticed. I just literally checked back into school. I checked in as if I was late. Like I checked in on the clipboard and just like as if I showed up late to school. And literally I never got caught. It was like nobody said anything.
That's the key to get Kyle Tucker. You have to keep the ball down. He loves the ball up. He loves the ball in.
Seven years with the Houston Astros. Great on-base percentage all through. He's been one of the toughest guys in all of baseball to strike out for someone who swings with the power that Tucker does. He has more walks than strikeouts this year for somebody that has hit the amount of home runs he has, 18 of them, counting the one he hit in the first tonight.
It's a really tough combination to face for a pitcher, a guy who doesn't swing off the plate, doesn't strike out, and hits for power. It's really rare. And he's one of the best in the game for a reason, man. He does everything right.
Got great speed on the base paths as well.
You remember where the 4U mini golf place was? Or I remember where Hartford High School was. I don't remember where that mini golf place was.
He'll give you those pitches perfectly on the edges.
I remember the mini golf course that was like near the Cabot cheese store.
To drive, but he will wait you out.
2-2 delivery. It skips into the glove of Connor Wong. They stop back there. It's full on Tucker.
Every time I watch big league baseball games, I'm just shocked. The one knee, the catchers have gotten so good at picking balls like first baseman on the move. It really is incredible. And people say, "Oh, I don't like the one knee. I don't like this," but the numbers are down.
For pass
Wild
balls
pitches
and
and
long
pass
pitches.
balls since they've gone to this, the numbers have actually gone down.
Runner goes, bouncing ball right side. Move Bush over. Tucker's retired for the first out of the inning. Ken Rosenthal, obviously one of the big stories, as we talked about, is Kyle Tucker's impending free agency.
Absolutely, Adam.
You're on the golf team in high school, and one day Noah, I don't know who that is, and I didn't have rides to practice, so we walked to West Leb from Hartford. Oh my God, that's a long ass walk.
2 home runs tonight for the Diamondbacks. He's up to 33 for the season. Well, the Cubs aren't the only team that is going to want him. The Yankees are going to be in there, maybe the Mariners as well. And then we can look at starting pitching. And certainly the Cubs would love to add a rotation, top of the rotation type. Problem is, Sandy Alcantara's ERA is in the 7s. Zach Gallen's is in the 5s. A guy like Mitch Keller in Pittsburgh, he's attractive, but you're going to have to give up top prospects, take on the rest of his contract, $55 million over the next 3 years. It's just not going to be easy. Now, in a perfect world for the Cubs,
you got there and practice is almost over. At least you got the bus ride home.
from the Rockies, Ryan McMahon and Herman Marquez.
Or no, you didn't, because there's no bus to, like, was there a bus there? They, like, brought people to, no, I'm guessing not, since you said you didn't have a ride.
The Architects, along with Theo Epstein, for the World Series championships from Boston twice, and then again in 2016 with the Cubs.
Well, I have an opinion on Mitch Keller, and he is a budding ace in the waiting. If he gets in the right situation, he's a star. I really believe that. And that contract over the next 3 years, if one of these great teams goes out and
There's
gets
no
it,
bus.
he will outperform that contract. I would guarantee it.
Say, you probably just had to call your parents and be like, come pick us up.
If the Cubs don't re-sign him, they gave up what they gave up to get him. How big of a blow is it to the Cubs organization?
Suzuki skies
And
one.
say Suzuki will
Story out. Ref Snyder in.
fly that one out for out number 2.
Story for the second out. For the moment, Chris Myers has a game break for us. Chris?
Yeah, Adam, Kenny was just talking to you guys about the trade deadline. Here's a guy who we hear may be available. Eugenio Suarez, his second homer today. Diamondbacks beating up on the Cardinals. He now leads.
Eugenio Suarez hit his 33rd home run of the season. That dude is insane.
Will he still be a Diamondback after the end of July?
Just looked up, it was a 3.5 mile walk. One time, me and Nick, we walked to the smoke shop. Let me see how long this walk was.
They gave up Isak Perez, who was a very good third baseman. Gave up Cam Smith.
Give me a
to get
minute.
Kyle Tucker over. Suarez would be a natural fit at that position that could still use some boost for Chicago.
There's another team that's a rival of the Red Sox that would love to have Geno Suarez. They have pinstripes. They have an interlocking NY on their hat.
Yep.
He would look really nice.
The Diamondbacks are okay if those two get into a big bidding war.
The thought of Merrill Kelly and Zach Gallen, along potentially.
See, it was a 3 mile walk.
Hit the skids a little bit in what has been a very.
But I think we kind of were able to shorten it up to like maybe only like 2 miles or so, because we crossed the highway that's behind my house.
He's made some great adjustments. He's got Kyle Tucker.
Dead ass.
2 rollover grounders to second.
So my neighbor has like this opening in her fence to where you can go out to like the highway behind our house, and we went into her yard, went through that opening. She's like fucking old and senile, so she doesn't even like notice us. And we literally crossed the highway. Like we were like sitting on the guardrail, just watching cars pass by us super closely. Like literally probably like the distance from me to my TV. Just that fucking close at like 70, 80 miles an hour. And it was like super surreal.
I don't know if Bailey went out there, the pitching coach, to talk to Bayo, but I just put on my 4 fingers and take my chances of being out. I know he's left-handed, but that's just my thoughts. We'll see what happens here. He'll probably get him out.
And then we crossed the highway when we found the perfect moment too. It was like a double-way highway, so we had to like go into the median after we crossed it, and then we had to wait to go again. And then we had to like walk through this like marsh in this fucking like just swamp, which was not fun.
Here for Tracy? We're here for everyone.
My shoes got wet.
I help people save hundreds by customizing car insurance with Liberty Mutual.
We ordered a limo, not a limo.
Oh yeah, we do that too. At your service. Only pay
for what you need.
Valvoline Restore and Protect. A first-of-its-kind innovation that returns pistons to factory clean by removing up to 100% of deposits. Restore your engine to perform like
Scores from around the league
Restore and Protect. Another
right now.
from Valvoline.
In Philly, the Phillies are leading the Angels 7-5 in the bottom of the 8th. In Pittsburgh, the White Sox are beating the Pirates 8-4 in the top of the 7th.
Try for free at
In Washington, the Nationals and Padres are tied 2-2 in the bottom of the 4th. They were in a rain delay. They started about an hour late. So that's why they're still so early in their game. The Orioles are leading the Rays in Tampa 2-0 in the top of the 7th. The Rangers are beating the Tigers 4-0 in the bottom of the 6th. That's in Texas. The A's are beating the Guardians in Cleveland 3-2 in the bottom of the 6th. In Arizona, the Diamondbacks are beating the Cardinals 9-0 in the bottom of the 5th. In Atlanta, the Braves are beating the Yankees 5-2 in the bottom of the 5th. In Colorado, the Rockies are tied with the Twins 0-0 in the top of the 1st. And then the Dodgers and Brewers are about to get underway. The Blue Jays beat the Giants 6-3 in Toronto. The Reds beat the Mets 5-2 in New York. And then the Marlins beat the Royals 3-1 in Miami.
They made 2. Because they feel bad for making you wait. Just kidding. They just think you'll buy both. Because obviously you will.
Top of the 6th and a big spot for Boston here with Bregman, Gonzalez, and Anthony. 2, 3, and 4.
Fucking do some.
Against Shota Imanaga. They have 10 hits in this series so far. 9 of them are singles. The Ref Snyder double in the first inning. The only extra base hit they've had thus far in Chicago this week. Not a lot of hits since the second inning. 1-1 to Bregman is inside and low. 2-1. Alex Bregman this season all over the place in pitching.
But he doesn't chase.
And Bregman rounds that one to short for out number 1.
2015 throws out the number 2 pick in 2015.
Man, that's actually kind of crazy.
Like that you go into a game as a pitcher and you know you have to get them out in the zone. It just adds a whole layer of complexity to it because you know you have to mix your pitches well. You know Bregman, you can't fall into patterns. You know Kyle Tucker.
Cam, remember me during the mile in gym class? Or were you even in? I don't even think you were in my gym class, actually.
There's no chase in their game.
So never mind.
It's really tough if you get 2 strikes.
But I was fucking... Even in 6th grade, I wasn't fat yet, but I just could not run for shit.
You mentioned how he doesn't chase. What I'm more impressed by is Imanaga throwing the ball in at 90 miles an hour and doing it again right here at Gonzalez and just blowing these Red Sox hitters up inside. 90. Because people say, oh, you got to have velocity, you got to have 100. He's 90 miles an hour. He jammed Bregman, he jammed Gonzalez.
You guys talked about extension. At a shorter height for Imanaga, he's still able to jam guys with that extension. It comes in looking faster than 90 or 91.
Describe that gray ride, but also look where the location is. It's right on the corner inside, AJ. If that ball's thigh high down the middle, it doesn't jam it. He just locates it well, too.
And Anthony takes him off.
Don't even want to know what it'd be now. Mine will probably be like 20-something minutes now.
To extend his hit streak.
But it was terrible back in the day, too.
He's ahead of
like
the count 2-0
15.
on Shota.
The park like Wrigley with a fastball like showed us that really isn't conducive to ground balls. You'd think that'd be a dangerous thing because the ball gets up, it could go out, but it's soft contact. That's the key. He misses barrels with it.
Yeah,
here's the key. You mentioned the park like Wrigley, but
You're number one now. Let's go.
Imanaga pitching at Coors Field, he still gets the run. It doesn't matter if you're a fly ball or a ground ball pitcher.
Me, I'd probably pass out. You probably would be able to do it.
It doesn't matter if it's in the air or on the ground because they're just
What's more likely? Me fucking running the mile under 10 minutes or the Red Sox scoring a run in this game? Fucking. That one's a good one to put money on. Actually, just put the money on the Red Sox for that because I'm definitely not going to be able to run the mile in under 10 minutes, and there's a chance that they could score a run. But they're probably not going to. Me run the mile without passing out, or the Red Sox score a run this game.
Stand your ground. If you've been diagnosed with metastatic prostate cancer and have tried hormone therapy, ask your doctor about Pluvicto. Pluvicto is not chemotherapy. It's a different treatment.
All right, then we're going to race at New Hampshire. That's what we're going to do. We're going to fucking race. We'll, like, find a certain spot, and then we'll just be like, all right, we're going to run to the finish line from here. And then if you lose to a fat guy, then I forever get to make fun of you. I mean, I would do that anyway, but...
Pluvicto can cause low levels of blood cell counts, kidney problems, and infertility. Tell your doctor if you have weakness, pale skin, shortness of breath, bleeding or bruising more easily, an infection, or changes in urination. Side effects include decreased blood cell counts, tiredness, dry mouth, nausea, appetite loss, joint or back pain, and constipation. Ask your doctor about Pluvicto, because every day without...
Let's climb the fence. Let's climb the flag stand. Just climb the flag stand, and then you don't do anything, but I'll just jump off and kill myself.
Is that your car?
Yeah.
Just cause.
Like you know to check your sunroof is closed first, before going through the car.
So I don't have to watch us get eliminated in the playoffs.
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first and save when you click or call. You're in good hands with Allstate.
I love a good beer. Specifically, and I can smell it from a mile off. Except now there's this Orkin Pro. I'm smart enough to know when the party's over. Oh, fuck you. Okay, go on, Larry. Orkin, the best in pests.
No, just like, if I do it before the race, I wouldn't do it before the race because I want to watch the race. But if I did do it before the race, there'd just be a fucking blood stain on the ground for the entire race.
Launch a product.
And then you'd always look back at highlights from that race and you'd be like, ha, there's Sam. There's Sam.
With a QuickBooks Live expert. Get expert help. Staff up. Manage and grow your business all in one place. Intuit QuickBooks. Your way to money.
You gotta do it during the race. Oh, that's adding spice to it.
Cubs have a 3-0 lead, bottom of the 6th inning. Brian Bayo has done his part to try to keep this game where it's at after the Cubs scored 3 times in the first 2 frames. And it will be Ian Happ to lead things off. Takes a close pitch for ball 1. Bueno, you said it. Gave up a leadoff walk in the 2nd. That run came around to score, but since then, not a whole lot.
Yeah, I would land on fucking Cody Ware.
This time Happ goes around.
I would land on Cody Ware.
Both these guys, listen, you've got to get them early. Bayo first plate appearance, and then after that, his numbers drop drastically. In Imanaga, the first 2 innings, he has over a 4 ERA. After that, it drops over a half.
Or no, I'd land on Kyle Busch when he's winning. He's like dominating, and then I just land on him, and he's like, what the fuck? Some fat ass just destroyed my car. And then I ruined his race. And that would have been like his chance to win for the first time since Gateway.
Themselves out of an inning. Abraham Toro made a mistake, a miscue on the base paths yesterday. The pitching was overall pretty solid. Lucas Giolito muscled through his outing yesterday for Boston, went 5 1/3. The Boston bullpen, which has been one of the best in baseball, pitched well, kept the Cubs in check in the late innings. And it was Colin Ray and 5 relievers for the Cubs that held Boston to 1 run on Friday.
I could jump on their car. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. I can make them jump on their car and make them fail inspection. Do like the Harvick at Las Vegas that one year, where his windshield was like bent.
Good Hands Play, sponsored by Allstate. Have you ever seen something like this? An over 300-foot throw for an outfield assist from Ronald Acuna Jr. Jorge Vivas.
just don't know. Well, he got deked? Was he not running? Because it didn't look like that was a right off like a line throw. Right? There was some pump in that one.
This line from Swanson to Refsnyder.
2 feet away. It's going to have a little hump. Yeah, but don't you remember like the Roberto Clemente throw in the corner? Yeah, but watch, he doesn't even take, he barely takes a step right here. Watch, he doesn't curl or anything, he just turns and fires.
No, and it's right on the money.
This is an incredible throw. But my question is, why is he not sliding and running?
Yep.
67's got to be on the ground telling him to get down. What's he doing right there, third base coach?
Yeah, Jorbeat said he kind of took ownership of what he felt was a little bit of a blunder on his part by slowing down, probably underestimating Acuna's throw.
Or I can... Nah, that's fucked up. I can't say that. I can't say that. You know what? I'm going to say it anyway. I could just act like I'm, like, mentally fucked up and, like, challenged. So then they'll, like, feel bad for me, and then I can go on the track after they, like, take a selfie with, like, the winner.
It looked like didn't look like a home run off the bat, too. It just must have hit the
Nah, I won't even have to act that way. I'll just be that way because I'm drunk. I'll just be so drunk that they're like, oh, that guy's just an idiot. He's a mentally challenged.
Didn't it hit the very top of the fly ball?
He got over his shoulder and turned.
Oh, that's even cooler.
I'm a fucked up human being for saying that.
Every time I've seen that replay, I thought it was a bounce off the
Well, if you watch Acuna's reaction, yeah, I can understand why you think, oh, probably off the wall. And into the inning. First time that the Cubs have been retired. 1, 2, 3. Brian Bayo has settled in. That was a 9-pitch, perfect sixth. To the late innings we go.
You gotta be drunk when you go and meet drivers. Hi, Chase. Chase, you're fast. Your car fast. Napa know-how.
Call or order online at myoip.com. OIP, flame smoking good.
Hi, Denny. Podcast.
The victory, the celebration, the sports medicine surgeons at Upstate Orthopedics.
I'll be like, can you and my favorite driver beat me up?
They're the experts to help patients like you get back in motion. Do what moves you. Call Upstate Orthopedics today.
Five Corner 315 is your #1 destination for all your hobby needs. We specialize in retail and wholesale gaming collections, hobby supplies, and sports card sales. We offer a wide and diverse range of sports cards and memorabilia that cater to all tastes. Whether you're interested in buying or selling cards, our knowledgeable staff is dedicated to providing you with expert appraisals and valuations.
Come see us today at Passion Tea at the Home Corner 315 Coffee Shop.
Open 7 days a week, located in the Auburn Plaza on routes 5 and 20.
It's not just a used car.
It's a West Her used car. Available at West Her Chevrolet of East Syracuse. It's affordable, and suited to you.
What?
Regardless of your credit situation.
No.
One of more than
He
55
did?
vendors. It's available from the largest used
I mean, Denny, what are you doing, bro?
It's reconditioned to the highest standards by skilled, certified technicians. It can be delivered from dealership to driveway. Rest assured.
Yeah, I forgot that Denny had a cheating scandal.
East Syracuse. And that's why it's not just a used car.
But
It's a West Her used
him and his wife are still together, even through it. So
It's getting bigger. It is getting bigger. Eventually,
I'll be like, Daddy, Daddy, are you ever gonna win? Are you ever gonna win a championship, bro? Bro, are you ever gonna win a championship?
Craig Counsell asked the grounds crew to adjust the mound a little bit, so Shota Imanaga gets to throw his warm-up tosses after what's been a very strong 6 innings today.
Yeah, he's been fastball command.
No, I knew that he cheated.
Absolutely nasty. His use of
I didn't know they had a
so well.
prostitute at Chicagoland in 2012.
Sweeper when he needed to, but it's really been fastball split mostly today, and we knew they were going to do that against these big righties. But he's just lefties, and he has put one person on base, but he's been control of this zone all day long.
He's been great in everything we talked about, the splits, and he has controlled the Red Sox lineup. After the first, 8 hitters? First 8 batters were 3 for 8. Since
All right,
then,
come
0
on,
for
Trevor.
14 with a
Let's
walk.
get something going.
Last 14 hitters he's faced, only one guy's reached base and it was a walk.
Trevor Story's 0 for 2 today.
As the opposing team, if I'm the Red Sox and I see him out there going six shutout innings, and nothing, 3 hits, and then he goes and gets the mound fixed. I'm yelling at him, oh, it wasn't good enough for you? You need to be better? Now you hope to score runs off it.
I remember once my dad told me that he found this article that said that Jeff Gordon came out as gay. And then he was like, oh no, it's a fucking scam article.
He has 1,002 hits. He drive to left, but playable for half. And first down of the 7th inning. This speaks to the consistency of Story when he's been healthy. The Boston bullpen is going with Chris Murphy. More than likely, Brent Bernardino is down. He pitched for 4 outs yesterday, but they still have Justin Wilson, Murphy, and also at the back end of the bullpen, the flame-throwing Aroldis Chapman on the left side.
Oh, that was loud. He was like cherry bombs in there.
Sounded like Mary, little things you throw on the 4th of July at people's feet, little poppers.
Oh no, that was like an M80.
1-0 on Cedar Rafaela. Walk-off home run last Friday night. Light tower power at Fenway Park over the monster and out of Fenway. All part of a 4-game sweep of the Tampa Bay Rays, a key series for Boston last weekend. 3 of those wins were by 1 run.
If Cedar Rafaela can just swing at pitches.
I want Kyle Busch to win the race after I die.
He can steal bases when he gets on. We saw
Well, that would mean I would die in the next few years, so maybe not. But like if I did, I would want him to win the race after I die. Just so everyone's watching it and they're like, oh, Sam, I miss him so much. This is for him.
Pete Crow Armstrong gets
That's
a lot
fucked
of
up.
love for being one of the great young center fielders, both offensively and defensively. Look where Rafaela is.
That's
He is
fucked up.
showing some true signs of greatness, and people have already talked about his defense in center field being Gold Glove caliber.
He's been great. Again, both these guys swing it. Pitches. PCA's just made harder contact, and he's reined it in a little bit. If Rafaela, which he has done since May 1st, you see the numbers and the talent. It's there.
First and doubles.
Will the Red Sox win the World? No, the Red Sox would never win the World Series, and then they win it the year that I die, and I don't get to see them win it. I'll be so pissed. I'll be like, you fucking assholes. I mean, I have seen them win it, but like if they don't do it again, or if the Suns don't ever do it and then they win it the year that I fucking die.
That snaps a stretch of 11 straight Red Sox retired by Shota Imanaga. The bottom of the order has 3 of the hits for Boston. 1/3 of the order.
Well, Yoshida has 2 of them. He's lefty. Coming into this game, Imanaga had absolutely dominated left-hand hitters, so Yoshida's thinking, I own you. His ball would hit hard. It was just a seeing eye single, but it counts.
Yeah, and as you get fatigued, those pitches that you controlled so well earlier, they start to creep up sometimes. And that pitch to Yoshida, he's trying to go down and away there, and it just crept up, middle up. Still gets the ground ball rollover, but it's through the hole. Gets that down and away, it's a swing and a miss or a take.
Towards the third base side, Imanaga trying to make a spectacular play. Instead, it's a bad throw that gets away from Bush. On the
There you
third
go.
base goes Yoshida. Should be an
Yoshida down
single
third.
there for Toro, but the error will allow Yoshida to advance 90 feet. And Imanaga is going to have to work out of a little bit of a jam if he wants to finish 7th.
I think they're going to come get him.
Yeah, you might be right here.
This is almost a tremendous play.
Well, I look back at that 10-pitch at bat from Refsnyder, and you don't know, that was last inning, but you don't know what effect that's going to have later on in the game. Sometimes
You found what?
even if it's not a hit, it has a
Oh
positive
shit,
effect on
the
the
fucking
team for the
prostitute
next
thing.
inning, and I don't know, did it make
All
you
right.
tired? We don't know.
Here's the better question. Why do you pitchers all insist on throwing that ball when you know you're not getting them out? You guys all have to throw that ball. The catcher's yelling, eat it, don't throw it. As soon as you let it go, it's no!
I'll tell you
Go
why.
in the stands.
I'll tell you why. Because when you were 12 and 13, you made that play every time when you were playing shortstop. You know, when you weren't pitching, you went straight over to shortstop as soon as it was over.
Damn.
You remember that. And you're, oh, this is going to be the sickest play ever.
Bro, it's 2013.
Playing shortstop, no, he's left-handed.
Well, no, 2012. She was wrong.
Oh, okay. I always wondered why every pitcher I know tries to make that play and it never works out.
We've seen the top 10 plays.
Connor Wong, first pitch swinging, pops it up. Bush is out. Horner is out. It will be Horner and Imanaga for a second consecutive start. Goes 7 shutout innings. Impressive work. 1 run against the Yankees. It's a shutout tonight through 7.
What are you doing up there?
Oh, I'm just
Damn.
posting the number of visitors to the homes.com.
No, you're right. It was 2012. She was wrong.
Got another 14,000.
What?
She had said 2013. It was actually 2012.
Just hand me some commas and zeros.
Plus 7.
What?
Well, that's sweet. 25,000 more. Any reason why you didn't just go with over 100 million or even a billion visits a year?
Homes.com, the place to find a place.
Chester's a dog. We could still win this series.
Pre-order now at Samsung.com.
Technically. Just gotta win this game and the next game.
Did your streaming expire when you least expected? Save the day by using the Bank of America Customized Cash Rewards Card. And choose to earn 6% cash back on online purchases like live streaming for the first year from account opening. What would you like the power to do?
Skipping breakfast wasn't a big deal. Before.
I got you.
But now, Wendy's has Buck Biscuits, like the Honey Buddy Chicken Biscuit, so you'll never skip breakfast again. If you're smart. Breakfast for a buck? Gotta be Wendy's.
Alex Perot looks to continue his season for the ages. Mark fight for the checkered flag on the streets of Toronto. Sunday at noon Eastern on Fox. Welcome to the fastest racing on earth. England takes on Italy. The Women's Euro semifinal, Tuesday at 2:30 Eastern on Fox. Hosting friends for the next game? Just tell Siri. Add hot dogs to my grocery list.
Beautiful night on a Saturday in Chicago. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Cubs looking to tack on against the Boston bullpen, which has been one of the best in baseball this year. And the Reese McGuire, the catcher, the left-hander to lead it off. It's a lefty-laden Cubs lineup against Chris Murphy, who in his return from Tommy John surgery in late June has been excellent, has not given up an earned run in nearly 8 innings of work so far.
Sean Murphy's pitching.
Boston bullpen went 2 1/3 yesterday.
Reese McGuire pitched for the Red Sox, catched for the Red Sox last year.
Back by McGuire, and it's 1-2. Vidal Brujan spot.
He was in that little skerfuffle with Cal Quantrill, Colorado.
Is in the on-deck circle right now.
Chris Murphy's in.
I think it was the last time we've seen him on stream.
I love it. It's like 61% breaking ball. As a lefty. You see that so often. It goes a heater right down like Reese McGuire. But you throw 95 miles an hour, your left hand, you're kind of funky. And
He jerked off in the fucking parking lot. That's for damn sure.
That's why they're said the word funky. Again, funky. Yeah,
I got it in about 7 times that one.
And all 7, they'd be very happy. I'll say that.
But it's true though, man. Just adds a little complexity.
Absolutely.
There's Matt Shaw hitting 200 on the year, has 2 home runs, 15 RBIs, 558 OPS.
Roster for the Cubs this season. You can kind of split his year into 3 parts. Got off to a dreadful start, came back in mid-May, and was excellent. Has struggled over the last 30 games or so. Did get a base hit yesterday and a steal. He's 1 for his last 27 at the plate. So it's just one of those things that young players go through, especially rookies. And Shaw trying to bust out of it here. There's a strike, and it's 1-1. Nice looking curve there. Flip the corner. talked about the third base need, at least on the offensive end. We were discussing Eugenio Suarez.
Oh, there. Fucking great. Matt Shaw home run. So that'll make it a 4-0 ball game.
Eugenio who, Matt Shaw says, for his third big league home run.
He just said, Adam, what are you talking about?
Hey, Amin, you're a moron. Watch this.
One for his last one, Adam. That's what he is.
That's just a split that does absolutely nothing except find a barrel into the left field bleachers. But listen, Matt Shaw came into this year as a super prospect. They were so hyped about him and had all the hopes on him. And he hasn't swung it the way he thought, but he has played great defense. That's the one thing that has saved him. That was the thing they were concerned about.
So Matt Shaw's home run makes it a 4-0 ball game.
Third, his defense has improved drastically. It's just been the offense that hasn't followed with it.
Speaking of defense,
great play there for Toro. Nice play from Toro and Murphy there.
Great first step right there. That's why it helps to be left a glove in your left hand every now and then down that line, AJ. Every now and then.
I'm just proud of the pitcher for getting over there and catching it on the run. It's a big step for a lot of pitchers.
Most athletes can't make that play.
Adam Wainwright, I think you would agree that pitchers are the best athletes.
Well, the pitcher would have made that play standing up, but that's okay. Great play by Toro down the line there. Saved extra base hits.
I would say it eventually.
Home run by Shaw is the first run that Murphy has allowed.
If we don't make the playoffs.
Tucker is outside 2-0.
So here's an interesting dilemma if you're Murphy. You got Tucker 2-0 here. Do you continue to throw breaking balls here, Wayno, or do you try to sneak him cheese by a rat, man?
You can't give in to him.
He's not going to chase more than likely, right? So you got to be real careful.
Yeah, but you have the outer half to Kyle Tucker where he doesn't. It's not really where he drives the ball. He drives the ball middle in and up. So you got it down and you got it out. You don't have it right there. I wouldn't do that.
I was going to say, left the curveball just kind of hanging out there. Tucker was in take mode, and he takes a strike.
I think when you get into spots like this against superstars, you have to look at where you can go that's safe.
Breaking ball, same pitch.
Kyle Tucker gets a base hit. Oh, and fucking...
that ball is bobbled. Tucker thought about taking second, but he'll stick there as Anthony fired it back in.
He doesn't miss
Roman Anthony fucked that play up.
Twice in a row. He's going to make you pay there.
But it didn't really cost us anything.
Honestly.
Twice in a row in the same spot at the same speed?
Yeah, that's tough.
Now Suzuki to the plate, 0 for 3 today. He's had a couple of loud flyouts for outs. Breaking ball again and drops in for a strike.
Well, you wondered why Seiya Suzuki has so many RBIs. It's where he hits in the lineup. You're sandwiched between Tucker and PCA. Tucker gets on base all the time. Michael Busch, now the leadoff guy, gets on base all the time. You have PCA hitting behind you. When you get to face a lefty, whose specialty is supposed to be getting out lefties, should do some damage. He's done it. Plus Tucker will nab a base right here.
Sneaky great base runner.
Stolen 22 bags this year. Suzuki fouls one away, 1-2. You were telling me earlier, you used to be able to get Suzuki out on that left side away from him. Not the case as much now.
That whole third base side right there, you see 400, 563, 231. That would have been like 200, 196, 194.
And Seiya Suzuki.
Ball to second base to Gonzalez.
We'll ground that one out, and that'll be on number 3. So we head to the top of the 8th inning, but the Cubs score one more run there on the Matt Shaw home run to make it a 4-0 ball game. And we head to the 8th inning here in Chicago, Illinois.
His third as a big leaguer, and it's 4-0 Chicago.
Your mental health is better, but having uncontrollable body movements called TD, tardive dyskinesia, can feel embarrassing.
I asked my doctor about treating my TD with
Ingrezza. number one prescribed Ingrezza is clinically proven to treat TD, quickly reducing TD movements by greater than 5 times at 2 weeks. 98% of people were still satisfied with Ingrezza after 2 years, and you can keep taking most mental health meds.
Ingrezza can cause depression, suicidal thoughts, or actions in patients with Huntington's disease. Call your doctor if you become depressed, have sudden behavior, mood changes, or suicidal thoughts. Don't take Ingrezza if allergic. Serious side effects may include allergic reactions like sudden, potentially fatal swelling and hives, sleepiness, the most common side effect, and heart rhythm problems. Know how Ingrezza affects you before operating a car or dangerous machinery. Report fever, stiff muscles, or problems thinking, as these might be life-threatening. Shaking, stiffness, drooling, and trouble with moving or balance may occur.
Taking control starts with asking your doctor about Ingrezza.
Great. Wait, why is Danny DeVito fishing in here?
Oh, that doesn't matter. This is a Jersey Mike's commercial. So what matters most is your sub and that sub bowl. Don't tell anybody about my secret spot. Where the subs matter most. It's a Jersey Mike's thing.
Ooh, I don't think they take that here.
Of course they take Discover. We're stuck in the past, baby.
You're the one who owns 13 pairs of parachute pants.
And these are my 14.
Discover is accepted at 99% of places nationwide.
At Ace, however you grill, we've got the perfect one for you. Because only your local Ace has all the best brands in one place, like Weber, Big Green Egg, Traeger, and Blackstone. That sounds pretty perfect.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware. Everyone loves New Jersey Mike's chocolate chunk mini cookies made with brown butter, baby. The camera person.
You talk about that great play the Red Sox defense just made, though.
Thanks, man.
Toro and
At Progressive, we treat
fucking
your outdoor vehicles like the majestic creatures they are, with 24/7 protection when you bundle with your home and auto.
Easy, boy. Easy.
You have to stay calm.
I am calm.
Matt Shaw with a pinch hit home run stays in at third base. New pitcher for the Cubs is Brad Keller, former Boston Red Sox, and he deals a strike to the pinch hitter, Jarren Duran, who's been the leadoff man most of the year, was out of the lineup today with the lefty starter Imanaga, who's done after 7 strong innings. It's quickly 0-2 on Jarren Duran.
Yeah, it was Toro to Murphy. So here's Jarren Duran. He's in the game. Let's get something going, bud.
Last year put up career high numbers. He started to look a little bit more like that all-star self. The base stealer walked a couple of times and had a base hit yesterday. It's for an 0-2.
1-2 to Duran.
I asked Duran earlier, I said, did you get...
Yeah, I told y'all Duran would end up getting into this game.
Last year at the All-Star game, and I said, man, you look swole. And he said, yeah, I gained 10 pounds of muscle. He goes, but the problem is I'm too lean.
Yeah, exactly, Jaden. I really would.
Oh, that's really tough.
But, what he's saying is when you go through a season, 162 games, and play most of them healthy, you need a little bit of layer in there, a little bit of fat.
It still has 10 triples on the season, so that's speed. The fastest in baseball, top 40, top 50 in speed. He's still getting done on that.
He's a specimen.
Come on, Jarren.
2-2 delivery.
3-2.
Being down 0-2, he's worked the count full.
He's one of my favorite players to watch. Just the electricity that he brings when he's on the field, especially when he gets in the batter's box, it's just so fun.
And that's strike 3.
He gets the strikeout on that changeup floating away.
It's okay. It's okay, Duran. I still love you.
Discussed as a potential piece for the Boston
No,
Red Sox.
he has not. That has never once happened. They've never talked about that. No, there's no need to even talk about it because it's not even a thing. Like, they've never... Nope. We don't talk about that. Nope, we don't ever talk about that, and because it's never going to be a thing. Nope, Ken, stop talking.
Again, the problem is the same as it is for the Cubs. The demand far exceeds the supply. Now, there's been a lot of talk in Boston about Joe Ryan.
No, there has not. Joe Ryan plays for the Minnesota Twins, and that's where he'll stay, unless he goes to, like, the fucking Braves or some shit.
And maybe the next 2 as well. So that's a difficult guy to land. So the Red Sox are in as tight a spot as the Cubs. The other need, as Adam mentioned, is first base. Now, there are first basemen available, good ones. Ryan O'Hearn, all-star. Josh Naylor of the Arizona Diamondbacks, expected to be out there as well. Both those guys hit left-handed. The Red Sox ideally would prefer right, but at some point, maybe they settle for one of those.
If you're going to settle for one of those, not
If it, like, this year, I wouldn't even be mind if they don't fucking do anything at the deadline. Like, the last few years, they haven't done anything at the deadline. I've been, what the fuck? But them not doing anything would mean that Durant's still here. So I'd be perfectly fucking fine with that.
I perked up because Joe Ryan is coming.
I mean, I'd be like kind of annoyed, like, why didn't you do something else that's good?
He's not just fast
But
change up anymore. He's pitching up and down now. And he is a stud. You could get a Joe Ryan now we're talking.
All-star for the Twins this year. Ripped by Bregman foul, still 1 ball and 2 strikes. And Wilyer Abreu, his improvement for the Boston Red Sox, and obviously he's a Gold Glove caliber outfielder. His improvement has maybe loosened the ketchup bottle a little bit, so to speak, about maybe moving forward.
Ketchup.
All the young guys that have come up for Boston this season.
I just don't know why you trade him. I don't either.
I understand you got to give up something to get something. But Jarren Duran is a proven big league player.
Hey, fellas, let's just... Fellas.
Joe Ryan, though, is... Yes, but...
We don't gotta talk about this.
It's also... Are the Boston Red Sox, as they're
Fellas.
made up right now, are they going to win the World Series?
Guys, Adam.
Will Joe Ryan help them? Yes,
Strike 3, sweeper to freeze Bregman down. Back-to-back case for Kelly.
You go Crochet, Joe Ryan.
Bayo Giolito, that's a pretty formidable
I understand that there's Jarren Duran out of your lineup.
I think what Kenny was talking about, this is the dilemma that I think a lot of folks have to deal with in front offices right now because, as Ken's mentioned, it is a seller's market because in the American League, a lot of teams feel like they're in it, and I think even more teams in the National League feel like they're in it right now. Speaking of Wilyer Abreu, he will climb in to pinch hit.
Willier's here.
Romy Gonzalez.
Guys, the question is, if you trade Duran on top of trading,
Hey, guys.
is that too much offense to lose? But
Guys.
You have Abreu, you have Roman Anthony.
We don't,
you have
guys.
Rafaela. You also have
Ken.
prospects coming, additional ones. So if you could get that pitcher, a pitcher who would be fair value for Jarren Duran,
Guys.
then of course you do it. Would Joe Ryan be
You know,
that guy?
you're about to make me mute my fucking
To
TV.
go in that direction. Other players or other pitchers with comparable service time to Duran, Hunter Brown, George Kirby, Hunter Green. Those are guys teams don't want to trade, and that's the problem that the Red Sox are facing when they talk about the idea of moving Duran.
My thing is, why do the Twins want to trade Joe Ryan? He's under control. And no offense to Jarren Duran. No offense to Jarren Duran, but they're going to need more than just Jarren Duran for Joe Ryan. I mean that with all due respect to Jarren Duran.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go to every team
For me, if I'm the Twins, you have one of
and
the
be
most
like,
valuable
Jarren Duran
assets in the
sucks.
game,
You guys don't want him.
controllable starting pitching.
You know, I'll just do that, you know. Even though he doesn't, I'll just do that so they don't want him. Like, this guy fucking sucks. You guys definitely don't want him. And then we get to keep him.
For adults with obesity, Zepbound needs change.
It's changing what I believe is possible when it comes to weight loss.
Zepbound helps adults with obesity lose weight and keep it off. Don't take if allergic to it, or if you or someone in your family had medullary thyroid cancer or multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2. Tell your doctor if you get a lump or swelling in your neck. Stop Zepbound and call your doctor if you have severe stomach pain or a serious allergic reaction. Severe side effects may include inflamed pancreas or gallbladder problems. Tell your doctor if you experience vision changes, depression, or suicidal thoughts before scheduled procedures with anesthesia. If you're nursing, pregnant, plan to be, or taking birth control pills, taking Zepbound with a sulfonylurea or insulin may cause low blood sugar. Side effects include nausea, diarrhea, and vomiting, which can cause dehydration and worsen kidney problems.
Ask your healthcare provider about Zepbound. Explore savings options today. Walmart's got low prices for back to school. With tech from $9, kids fashion from $4, and school supplies starting at 25 cents. Shop back to school for less at Walmart.
AI from Google Cloud knows that 1 of the 25 hitters tapped home plate in last year's postseason. Those who tapped once or more had a hard hit rate of 41%, which surprisingly, non-tappers untapped 7% more hard hits. Catch the game like never before.
Some folks are drawn to open country. Others crave the loud roar of a high-performance exhaust. And some like both. We call them family.
Two summer sensations are flying into DQ. One is sure to save the summer, and the other, yeah, he's Superman. Hurry in for the new Superman Cake Batter Cookie Dough Blizzard Treat right now at DQ.
Season 1 of Fox's Smash Hit Doc is available anytime.
The Red Sox are just not a good baseball team. It is what it is. Dude, you're talking so much shit.
Bristol Motor Speedway experiment will take place. I'm excited to see how they do it.
I will be live for that game, the Bristol Motor Speedway game. I know that means I'll be missing the Iowa Xfinity race, and I think the Red Sox game that day. But oh wait, no, the Red Sox game is at 11:35 that day. Wait, no, sorry. No, the Red Sox game was at 4:10 that day.
Chris Murphy's into his second inning of relief. He deals a breaking ball strike to Pete Crow Armstrong.
Oh wait, no. So we'll be able to be live for. Oh my God, dude! What are we doing? Fucking. Come on, dude. I don't even fucking care no more.
Number 26, and all four of the fearsome foursome at the top of the Chicago order have homered in this series.
PCA just keeps hitting homers and hitting the ball really hard. Righty, lefty, curveball, doesn't matter. He knew it right when
They are.
left his back.
That's why you want him swinging, right? You don't want to take his aggressiveness from him because he gets pitches and when he gets them, he doesn't miss them. Look at a backspin he created there. That was out of third, isn't it? Or is it?
No, it's right down the middle.
Down the middle, yeah. Watch him just whip this barrel through.
Ian Happ takes a big cut, swings through. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Didn't even get a chance to tell you about all the defensive changes for the Red Sox.
Nobody rooting for when Kyle retires? Either Ross, maybe like Kosovar, Justin Haley, maybe. You know, it might be a mix of those guys, like maybe not just one. And then, yeah, when Brexton gets in.
Young Anthony in left, the Gold Glover Abreu in right. Rafaela can play multiple spots. 3-2 on that.
Okay, yep. No, Andrew's right. This team is fucking... Ian Happ. Ian happened to get a home run right there.
For a team that hit a franchise record 8 home
Guys, the home run derby was fucking Monday night.
They've hit 5 tonight. One of the top home run
Guys,
teams in baseball.
the fucking home run derby was Monday night.
They just seem to have the magic right now, don't they? They got some serious mojo. This crowd knows it. They're feeling it. They're up on their feet. Chicago gets like this, they could be really dangerous.
This game's not over.
For a struggling Ian Happ, I imagine that feels pretty good.
Yeah, that's that thigh-high pitch again. Just Too much stuff in the middle of the plate for Murphy tonight.
And a lot of run in his first handful of outings. He's given up a couple of home runs back-to-back. Twice today, the Cubs have gone back-to-back with homers. Swanson on the ground to third. Nice pick there by Bregman. And he retires Swanson.
Count number one.
He's trying to get that cutter in on him. It's just almost fell thigh high, right down the middle.
This game is
Into the
gay.
swing. The wind's going like this. That is a recipe for disaster.
And down from Nico Horner, who waves at a breaking ball.
If you were going to ask Ian Happ where he would want to pitch, he would probably draw a line right where that pitch was, because it was coming horizontal right, probably across the exact line he would have drawn.
Barrel tracker.
There is a buzz in Chicago. AJ, you've been here the last couple of weeks. He's down here most of the year, so you kind of sense it with fans. And this is a kind of fan base that's had some tenuous moments over the last few years where they have not
And they had 'em.
the postseason. Is that breaking ball clips?
So Nico Horner hit by pitch.
I just looked at that shot in the dugout right there and see Turner standing there. Justin Turner, he's been through. He knows what it's like to win. He knows what it takes. He may not be out there playing every single day right now, but I guarantee you he's speaking into these young players' lives. He's speaking into their careers. He's telling them what time to show up or how to act, how to be in these situations and games. Players like that are so valuable.
Is it up now? You can hit up MLBshop.com for the largest and latest selection of jerseys, caps, hoodies, and game all year long. Gear up, game on at MLBshop.com, the official online home of Major League Baseball.
When the Cubs are winning, there is no buzz like around Wrigleyville. They are playing well, and there is a renewed hope that the Cubs, this is the year they can go back and make a deep run in the postseason, because Ian Happ, PCA's having such a great year. They traded for Kyle Tucker. Seiya Suzuki's having a great year. Michael Busch, the pitching. Now, what will Jed Hoyer do? That's, I think, the question that every Cub fan is asking. Can they finish this team off and get the pieces they need to really be great? We'll see. But when Wrigley is rocking and the Cubs are good, there's no better place to watch a baseball game than to look out and see the people in the atmosphere. It's incredible.
1-1.
Yesterday in the afternoon, the Friday afternoon game with a great franchise like the Red Sox playing the Cubs in a rare appearance at Wrigley Field. Well, it's twice in the last 4 years. There's been a buzz all weekend. Off the end of the bat, towards the slightly shifted Story, he makes a good play on that McGuire liner for the second out. And they're hoping to keep that buzz going in Boston.
That's one of the questions I think that's going to be interesting. We talked about Boston's schedule. The first 4 series after the break. No team wanted the All-Star game less than the Boston Red Sox. Won 10 in a row.
Yeah, that's what the base hit.
Plus out of his long funk. He was 0 for 25 after his first at bat yesterday. He's got 3 hits the last 2 games, including the home run. He's aboard with a 2-out single.
You win 10 games in a row, you never want the All-Star break. Never. Then you have to go on the road to a place like Wrigley with the Cubs, who are playing really well, a first-place team. You're thinking, no, let's just keep playing. Let's cancel the All-Star break. We're playing 20 in a row. We're so hot right now.
Hey, wait, no, what was your win streak? Was it 17? 17 a few years back, right? And, I mean, you know what it's like.
Here's Michael Busch. Got a home run already in this game, 2 for 4.
That's above and beyond, right? Like, those are rare to see those. Busch.
And that's going to be caught. Oh, nice catch by Abreu. And that'll be out number 3.
Fabulous play to end the inning.
That was a great play by Willier.
With a couple of home runs for the Cubs, tack on 2 more. They added Abreu in for defense, and Goldblum makes a nice play to send us to the ninth.
I'm an overpowered leaf blower, and I'm not exactly street legal.
And if you don't have the right auto coverage, this could really blow your budget. So get Allstate, save money, and be protected from mayhem. Yeah, like me.
Sarah Benzino, Brandon Coley, Jablonski Auto Body, LLC.
What'd she call her?
Oh, you mean Jablonski Auto Body LLC?
We actually sold the twins' naming rights.
You know, like stadiums do. Kids are so expensive these days. Here he comes.
Oasis Breeze Tan and Scotch.
If you need a tan, I'm your man. Could do business with you.
Or we can look at some investment options for you.
So we're headed to the 9th inning here. The Red Sox will have one more chance to try to come back in this game. Down 6 runs. So looks like we had a great shot at this.
Until now. Introducing the new MyBiz plan from Verizon Business.
Looks like we got a clear, smooth sailing path to this win.
When you're in control of your mobile plan, you can make every dollar count. Right now, get our best price, as low as $25 a line, guaranteed for 3 years. MyBiz plan, only from Verizon Business.
If you're a pro, you know top quality Behr paint and Kills primer are available exclusively at the Home Depot. You know that now there's only one place to get the best value, service, and durability you expect from brands you trust. If you're a pro, you know.
Skipping breakfast wasn't a big deal before.
I got you.
But now, Wendy's has Buck Biscuits, like the Honey Buddy Chicken Biscuit, so you'll never skip breakfast again. If you're smart. Breakfast for a buck? Gotta be Wendy's.
Seeking those who aren't done making medicine until every dose is just right. For everyone who needs it.
Game summary is sponsored by PNC Bank. Cubs with big first innings in the first 2 games of this series, hitting 3 home runs. In this set, the top of order have all hit home runs. 5 solo homers for Chicago tonight. Ryan Bayo did everything in his power to keep this game in check. 6 innings and still limited the Cubs to 3 runs, but they've tacked on late.
But he gave up back-to-back home runs to lead off the game, and since that, he really was very quality today. Made a lot of great pitches, made a lot of great adjustments, started pitching backwards a little bit sometimes. He was impressive. The Cubs have
Here's Ryan Brazier,
they just beat him to the punch.
former Red Sox. I never really liked him when he was on the Red Sox. One of the few Red Sox players I didn't like. He did win the World Series with us in 2018, though.
Checks in, traded to the Cubs in February. They'll try to finish off a Chicago shutout. Roman Anthony trying to extend his hit streak. He's 0 for 2 with a walk tonight. First pitch swinging, fouls it back. Red Sox, assuming this will try to salvage a game tomorrow, and they're going to have a good chance because they're throwing one of the best pitchers from the first half. And Garrett
Here's Roman Anthony.
It was announced that the Cubs will throw Cade Horton in that empty rotation spot tomorrow. The rookie who made his major league debut back in May.
Ball and a strike.
Go for the Cubs, former Oklahoma Sooner.
That's what number 1 pitchers are all about right there. Is your team loses the first 2, you've got to be the stopper tomorrow.
He fouls it back. 2.
Well, for me, though, the Red Sox got to find some offense. You can pitch as great as you want, but if you don't score, you scored 1 run.
Yeah. 1-2 count here.
Almost 2 games against the Cubs. So if you don't score runs, it doesn't matter how great your pitchers are. And yes, Bayo did a nice job after the first 2 innings and really the first 2 hitters, but Imanaga was just better. They haven't been able to string anything together off Shota Imanaga and the Cubs bullpen.
1-2 pitch to Roman Anthony, and that hit streak is going to come to a close after 10 very strong games. Brazier gets the strikeout to start the 9th. Play Ball is baseball's global youth initiative to highlight the fun and accessible ways to play the great game. You can learn more, including how to find a league near you. Playball.org, and follow Play Ball on X, Facebook, and Instagram. Here's Trevor Story 0 for 3 tonight. The Red Sox have only been shut out 3 times all year. The Cubs have 10 shutouts as a team. That's one of the higher marks in Major League Baseball. These have been the top 2 rotations in the month of July so far. In terms of starters ERA, Boston 1, Chicago 2. And the starting pitching hasn't been bad. Even Giolito yesterday, despite the loss, battled pretty good into the 6th inning after the tough start. But Ray was good for 5 innings. Imanaga was fabulous for 7 tonight. Going back even one more start, Matthew Boyd was excellent against the New York Yankees. The All-Star has put together a fabulous season in his mid-30s.
That's a pitcher for a few years now. Everybody's known has the potential to be an all-star. It's good to see Matthew Boyd become that we knew he was.
Age 34 season for Boyd. It's his first All-Star appearance. Didn't pitch in the All-Star game. He was great against New York. Imanaga followed it up. Ray was solid yesterday. Imanaga excellent today. Still 1-2 on Trevor Story. Cubs are going to have a little bit of luxury these next few weeks. They don't have to get on a plane for a few weeks. The only road series coming up until the 2nd week of August. Crosstown against the White Sox next weekend. And then 3 big games against Milwaukee and Wisconsin.
On number 2.
Back-to-back strikeouts for Brazier to start the night.
And the Red Sox are down to their final out.
Don't forget the IndyCar Series hits the streets of Toronto, where the fastest man on earth, Alex Palou, looks to continue his season for the ages. Tomorrow at noon Eastern on Fox.
3 weeks at home in a row without having to travel. The rest of the National League Central is hoping the Cubs go out and eat too much Joe Stone Crab or Chicago Cut Steakhouse or something. They might run away with this thing.
I don't think so. I don't think the Brewers are going anywhere.
That's true.
I don't think the Brewers are going anywhere.
Here's Sedon, over 3.
Something about those pesky little Brewers. They figure it out somehow. You underestimate them every year, and there they are at the end.
Strike 1.
Only 1 game back with a game against the Dodgers tonight. These 2 teams, the Brewers and the Cubs, will still play 8 more games. 5 of them in a row at Wrigley here in August.
Right now, and those sneaky Cardinals too, AJ.
And that should do it. Nope. Off target. So he'll be safe at first. This game will continue.
His hit streak to a career best 12 straight games.
Will it though? Because it was an error.
You'll notice AJ didn't yell at Dansby Swanson.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I just didn't want to take the pitcher commentary too far. But, you know, it's okay for Dansby Swanson to spin and throw a ball into the stands and not pitchers now, huh, AJ?
All right, well, I'm going to ask you this. If he doesn't throw that ball, are you yelling at him?
Well, of course.
Well, then see?
But he didn't make it, so I can't.
But if pitchers throw that ball knowing it's a hit, you're like, why? But shortstop, he's athletic.
Yeah, but you know what? In his mind, the pitcher was as good as Dansby at shortstop.
Here's Masataka Yoshida.
Here's Yoshida. I feel like I hear a lot of have your cake and eat it too scenarios up here.
Yeah. I think if you ask Dansby, that's a play he probably should have made. But Rafael can run, so he had to rush a little bit.
Strike 2.
Nothing in 2 on Yoshida. Still on their feet at Wrigley.
Fouled off.
If the Tigers have a better record in baseball than the Cubs, they're trying to win their 42nd game and 48 tries at home. 0-2. Pass Brazier to the bag.
And that'll do it. Cubs win 6-0. Red Sox lose. They get shut out. Played pathetically.
Solo home run night for the Cubs.
That'll move my season stream record back to under 500, 22-23, and my all-time stream record to 52 and 56.
Well, we talked about in the open, these 4, especially now that Michael Busch is hitting leadoff, are one of the best 4 forceps in all of baseball. And you got to get through them repeatedly, and it's just so tough to do. Lefties, righties,
Jesus Christ, Jaden. Why are you doing that? The Cubs go into the Cubs go. The Cubs go. In Chicago, what do you say? The Cubs are gonna win today. Fucking, I guess so, dude. I guess the Cubs fucking won today.
Ball was flying, so is the W tonight here at Wrigley. It's been the first in each of the first two games in this series. Walk homer yesterday, and tonight homer to start for the Cubs.
Fucking painful.
Just with the doctor order for the Cubs. Again, Michael Busch, they put him in the leadoff spot. He's homered last two games out of that spot.
They have a fucking light show, dude.
He does it tonight, sets the tone against Bayo, and then Kyle Tucker does it behind it. So what a start for the Cubs, and what a game. 6-0, the Cubs with the victory. They take the series. The finale tomorrow afternoon for Shea against Portland. Coming up after the break, we'll send it back to studio with Chris Myers, Dontrell Willis doing a great job out in Los Angeles for post-game coverage. For Adam Wainwright, AJ Brzezinski, Ken Rosenthal, the wonderful women and men of our Fox Sports crew. Adam remains saying so long from Wrigley Field. More post-game coverage comes your way after this. Have a great rest of your Saturday.
All right, I have to pee. Another one we got.
Alex Palou looks to continue his season for the ages as the IndyCar Series pulls into Toronto, Sunday on Fox. Welcome to the fastest racing on Earth.
Gordon Ramsay is going deep undercover.
That is one fat rat. This restaurant is closed. What? I have the 4.6 Google rating.
There's rat droppings everywhere. Where's that on your Google rating? Gordon Ramsay's Secret Service, Wednesdays on Fox and watch anytime on Hulu.
Summer heat hits upstate New York. Trust your comfort to Holdridge Heating and Air Conditioning. Family owned and operated since 1983, we've been keeping homes cool and comfortable for 2 generations. As a Greenboro partner, we offer top quality HVAC solutions and year-round indoor air quality service. Regular maintenance ensures your system runs efficiently, keeping your family comfortable all year long. For reliable service and peace of mind, choose Holdridge Heating and Air Conditioning. Your comfort is our business.
Follow your sweet tooth right to Green Hills Farms Bakery for scratch-baked donuts, pastries, cookies, afternoons, muffins.
Well, all right. Well, tonight for the losing Boston Red Sox, who lost this game 6-0. That makes them fall to 53-47 on the year. The Cubs improved to 59-39. For the Red Sox, no runs scored tonight. Rob Refsnyder had a double. That was the only extra base hit tonight. And for pitching, Brian Bayo got the loss, his 4th loss in the year, bringing his record to 6-4. He pitched 6 innings, gave up 6 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned runs, walked 1, struck out 4, gave up 2 home runs, and has a 3.23 ERA. And then Sean Murphy pitched 2 innings. Gave up 5 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned runs, struck out 1, and gave up 3 home runs, and has a 2.79 ERA. For the victorious Chicago Cubs, the winners of this game, they won 6-0. Michael Busch had a home run in the first inning off of Brian Bayo. Kyle Tucker had a home run in the first inning off of Brian Bayo. And then fucking Matt Shaw had a home run in the 7th inning off of Chris Murphy. Pete Crow Armstrong had a home run in the 8th inning off of Chris Murphy. And then Ian Happ had a home run in the 8th inning off of Chris Murphy. Vidal Brujan had an RBI. Michael Busch had an RBI. Pete Crow Armstrong had an RBI. Ian Happ had an RBI. Matt Shaw had an RBI. And Kyle Tucker had an RBI. Pete Crow Armstrong had a stolen base. And then for pitching, Shota Imanaga got the win, his 7th win on the year, bringing his record to 7-3. He pitched 7 innings, gave up 5 hits, walked 1, struck out 5, and has a 2.40 ERA. Brad Keller pitched an inning, struck out 3, and has a 3.07 ERA. And then Ryan Brazier pitched an inning, gave up 1 hit, struck out 2, and has a 1.04 ERA. So 1.04 ERA in 17 and a third innings pitched. So, time of the ball game was 2 hours and 27 minutes. Cubs exposed the Red Sox. Red Sox are frauds. That's 10-game win streak was against bad teams. Cubs own Boston. Please cope. Bro. You're a Cubs fan. Like, we're supposed to be, like, chill with each other, bro. Like, you know, like you're a cool team, we're a cool team. Like, we're supposed to be, like, chill. I mean, I guess we are. When we're not playing the same team. Like, when we're not playing each other, you know? Like, that's kind of how I am with the Mets. Like, I'm cool with the Mets, but, like, I'll talk shit on them when they're playing us. So I guess that's fair. But yeah, I'm going to end this shit right here. I want to thank you guys for watching, and peace out.